so bright. Light is kind of bright-ish. Yes. But welcome into the live, guys. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you all so much for stopping in. Oh, we should have put on this ring light. Is that not look better? Yeah, because I want to see me nice and bright in all my glory, you know? Right, honey? All right, I put on my little lipstick as usual, but it's a lipstick that seems like it dry out. I want to go on your song. Look nice, right? Honey, how you doing? Or Hanai, however you pronounce it. How you doing? Happy Saturday morning to you. Thank you for the loves and thank you for the likes. Tini, how you doing? And Sharp Builder, welcome. Now we're talking. You know, so I can't talk to my lipstick. My lipstick not on. No, me and my lipstick go hand in hand. All right. So while we are going to be reading the Bible this morning, I'm going to drink my little tea. Yeah, this is my little garlic tea. And you're wondering what is that in there? That is what is something name again? Stevia. Yeah. That is 2 stevia leaves. I put in my little garlic tea to sweeten it. You know what I mean? No need nothing more than that. Garlic tea, good for you. Garlic tea, you know, have some antibacterial properties. So every now and then you drink the garlic tea, you know, kind of cleanse out your system. And I says, you are beautiful. I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you so much, my love, and I wish for you the same. All right. Winsome is here. Winsome, I was going to start reading the Bible, you know, because I was reading chapter 7, 8, and 9 today. And then I decided that, you know what, I'm not going to start reading until Sister Winsome come. Winsome just come off alive, you know. Girl, I did a little walking around. I walked this morning for like 3 miles. Walked around the neighborhood, enjoyed the little creatures that were out, the rabbits and the birds, and yeah, walk around. So I just got off. Come back, water the flowers in the garden, in the front, the ones in the front. I haven't been round back yet. And then I'm here now. I just made my little tea. I'm drinking my little tea. Yeah. And talking with you all. We are going to be on the live this morning reading the Bible. Those of you who are just landing on my page, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Sister Desireen is here. So too is Sister Cad is here as well. All of my people them are here, and all the people who don't know me, you are just discovering me. Boy, I'm loving you. Thank you so much for finding your way here. So stop by. You're not at a bad place, you know. You know, you go on some people's live and you find out that you are at a bad place and you just want to get up and run. Well, this is not that place. This is a good place for you to be. There is good, wholesome conversations, even though it seems like a monologue. I just me one day here I chat all the time. But anyway, I don't mind. Yo, Lord of His mercy. Yes, I did. When I'm not gonna tell you what somebody asked me over there on the top. I'm not gonna tell you. But when you suck on the stevia leaf, all the sweetness that comes out of it, you don't need no sugar. You don't need no sugar at all. Just your stevia. All right. So somebody asked me if my water at the front. But I'm not bad, so. I'm not bad, not a years. But, but anyway, I did. With some, you love, let me tell you. You love me tell you. Yeah, that them say. Some with my at the front. Yeah, me did. Yeah. Better me water than somebody else. Somebody else come water it and drown it. But anyway, I know that's what we're talking about. Right, Dutch? Dutch, bless up a nice clean self. What you doing, Bertel? Bertel is in the house as well. Sister Desiree, how you doing, my darling? Good to see you. And Paul, you know, all I know where Paul them. I not start till Paul coming up. Dutch, so Father God, I thank you for my friend. Bless her with unreachable joy in Jesus. I thank you so much, Dutch. Thank you so much. And you see, you know, so me have to follow my mind sometimes. Me nearly say Dutch pot, you know, but Dutch pot is not a bad thing, it's a good thing. But welcome, Dutch. Good morning to you, my love. All of my friends, them, I can't run them joke the with. Because you know some people thin-skinned, I can't run them joke the with them, brother. Them get cross, miserable, hungry. Bertha, how you doing? Good morning to you, my love. How are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for coming. I sincerely appreciate you and everybody else that is in the chat this morning. Mix Up Barry, my brethren, is here. Mix Up Barry, how you doing? What's going on with you on this here morning? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, guys, me just agree to a little bit. Yes, God, me forget to tell you, so win some in your country. I forgot to tell you. Sorry, Winsome, my bad. Where I say I'm trying to zoom in to see your hair. Oh my God, these people love seeing my hair. Remember, I said I dread, you know. You know, have to zoom in, you know. You know, have to zoom in. See there? Here for days. Yeah? All natural. See there, so? I made that. All right, you know, have to zoom in. Yeah, just tell me say you want to see me here. You only have to zoom in if you want to touch it. you, you only have to zoom in if you want to touch my locks. Hey! But Mix Up Barry, good morning. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday morning to you all, my sweethearts, my darlings, my fellow humans, and those of you who want to act as such. Not saying you aren't. Not saying you aren't. Just saying. Let me drink my little garlic tea here, so. May I wait for somebody coming at the chat before me start reading? I don't see that person yet, but they bought them just for me. Anyway, I'm going to drink my garlic tea. I'll wait for Andrea. Andrea, where are you? I don't know, say, what somebody say? I preach I can't the Bible, you come for read. Why not? Why I can't the Bible, I come for read? You know, when I come for read the Bible, the people them come stop on me. Help my soul, oh God. Oh Most High Jah. Glory be. Andrea, what's up? On this Saturday morning, I am here. We are getting ready to read the Romans. I have the shenanigans and I give you no time for get to the Bible. To come read with me, we're going to be reading from the Romans chapter 7 through 9. All right? Those of you who have been here with me as we have been reading the Bible, guys, don't forget, when we come here, let me just lay this out before, you know, as I do each time. When we come here to read the Bible, you are not in a church service. You are not at a live where there is somebody who's trying to convince you that there is a right or there is a wrong. You're not in a live where there's somebody who is trying to condemn you that your life is wrong and the things that you do are wrong. You are not in a life where there is somebody who is going to condemn you and send you to some place where there's going to be fire and hell and all of that. You are not in that place, all right? We do not do that over here. We don't condemn, we don't try to convert, none of that here. What we do here is we have fun, human fun. And I read the Bible because it is my desire to know what is in the Bible and to understand the context of the conversations that have been had in the Bible. Okay? And because I have that desire to know, I am seeking to know. Not going to church, go sit down and make pastor stand up there for an hour and preach and say what's on his mind, what he thinks, and then they're accept it as gospel, get up, come out, and go back every 7 days to go refill, to get a refill. No, I'm not about that life. I'm about the life of reading the Bible for myself so that I can be aware of its contents. Yeah? And so I can make an informed decision as to whether or not I want to claim that I am following what is in the Bible. Because you know, say most of them just claim, you know. Like the Pharisees and the Sadducees, like the people them who it's just tradition for you. You understand? And because it make you feel good to say, you know, when we say God, it me feel like I'm a good person. When we say, yeah, the person there, your life bad, you got hell, it make me feel like, say, I am a good person. Yeah, that's just awesome how you go by. Because you haven't read the Bible for yourselves. You're not sure what is in the Bible, but it's been handed to you from tradition that this is what you're supposed to read. That book here, everything in that book here is you're supposed to follow it in your life. But if you read the book for yourself, you realize that there is no way. Because if you follow everything that is in the Bible, something wrong. Joseph said, morning, Madam Trev. Oh, you're so loud this morning. I did I wake you up. Wait, me did I wake you up. Come, I not start the live till you come, you know. About time you come. Yeah. And why I say that there's absolutely no way you can read the Bible and follow everything in the Bible. Because of the contrary presentations in the Bible. So you have to make up your mind. If you say you're going to follow the Bible, where you going to follow? Whose version of the contents you're going to follow? Because remember, so the Bible wasn't written over just one generation, you know. The Bible's, the compilation of writings that are included in the Bible, they span thousands of years. You know, social expectations had changed over time for the Jews. Yeah, because the Bible is in fact ancient Jewish writings and the development of their religious culture. How it turned to be now ours is another question. But we're not going to tackle that today. Over the years, when the Bible had been written, we see where it started with, you know, it started with Moses, but he mentioned Abraham and the other forefathers whose the documentation of their lives was also included in short form, but was included a little bit in the Bible, because after all, Jacob was a descendant of Abraham. And so lots of people were excluded from this collect, because as it was said in, I think it was John, that if every single event that occurred during this time of the Jewish advent of their religion, if all of it was to be included, no book would be able to hold it. And that is practical. No book would be able to hold it, because all the people were encouraged to document their experiences. Lord of mercy, June Plum is here. June Plum. Where my mango there? I'm put it in the fridge. June Plum, good morning to you, my darling. How are you doing? Good to see you. Bless up yourself. Bless up your nice clean self this morning. June Plum is here. Mango is here. Joseph the banana is here. What? Yes. You're there on your black job. I said, child, I don't hear this black job thing going around. And you know me and my big mouth. So I jump up. I said, what the hell they talking about a black job? It sound redundant. It sound lame. It sound foolish. But you don't know me that I go jump and say something. And then I say, you know something. Because I wanted to tell them that this black job, they ain't doing a good job at the black job, because too many of our black children are in prison. too many of our black children are, jobless and homeless and all of these things. So we need to do a better black job. But I say, something. Me did work all at Wednesday night. Me did work all at Thursday night. So me never did hear what's going on the internet. And oftentimes, when I don't hear what's going on, me kind of miss something. Enough time you all have to text me or something and say something. So me say, once me hear something trending, me know say it's coming from somebody having said or done something. Once there is something trending, particularly in our community. So then I said, let me go take a look at the debate, because I didn't see the debate. I was at work. I didn't see the debate. And then me hear this. I don't know what to say. I'm not going to say call him what I really want to say. I talk about people that come cross border, come take black jobs. I said, oh, the audacity ain't it? June Plum said, I was at work too, but I cannot sit through that long thing. I had to take snippets from it. Girl, I never even got a chance to go see snippets because I was at work and I was busy. So I didn't have an opportunity. I didn't have an opportunity to see it, to watch it, or to even listen to it. So I started going around on YouTube and on TikTok. And I see a lot of people saying, oh, I'm doing my black job. This is my black job. And no, I know you meant black job. Girl, I'm not here. You're not in English class. Child, I understand exactly what you say. Don't think that I am judging you that you don't know the difference between black and block. No, honey. No, honey. Not Auntie Trev here. Not at all. Me say, June Plum say, grandma would say liberty come through carelessness. Me say, child, if it ain't. Liberty really come true. I know liberty that, brother. I want big batty that. Because if I come talk about the people that come cross border, come take black jobs. Like, nobody can just walk up across the border take my job. You have to go to school for that. What exactly is he saying? He must say the jobs for the black people. I try for you people. Only the fool one of them are really follow the mad money, I know. Only the foolish black people. I said it. Did I stutter? No, I didn't. And I ain't gonna stutter either. Because you all are just a bunch of crazy people. Alright? Minister the next side any better now because it is one bird with the same wing. You understand what I'm saying? But for this ridiculous man, where's the Rubio said it too? You see him featuring him and a Rubio that are rubbish. But yeah. It would not have been a rated disrespect because he had, if he had said American job. So why is it? Exactly, Paul. Why him have to talk about black jobs? That's him saying that the only place for black people is to do menial labor. That's where black people belong. That's what he's saying. Yeah, I don't know ratings. I don't know ratings in my giveaway. Yeah. If you look at our history, those jobs that these people don't want, we should be doing. Exactly. That is exactly what he believes. Hello, Mario. Mario, good morning. How are you doing? Good morning to you, Mario. Good to see you. Hello from Brazil. Welcome, Mario. Welcome. Let me take a drink for me and you. Yeah, that's a drink there for me and you, Mario. Yes, because you see, historically, they have reserved all of these low-paying, menial jobs for black people. You know, see how we have to fight to get into corporate spaces? You know, see how we have to fight? You understand? There should be a retirement age for politics in this country because these old people are being... Listen to me, June Plum. Listen to me, my love. These elderly people do not belong in there running anything. The only thing these elderly people need to be running is some water to brush them dentures. Miss, I said it. These elderly people can't be running nothing. Be running a big old country. No, you tell me. I never politics. Me come here for talk this morning, you know. You don't see you no draw me out this morning, unfortunately. What David Brown say? Unfortunately, most Jamaican women are devils. David, you see how your son run you down, run you down for slay you? And you get away? You're not gonna get away from a Jamaican woman. Back up and back out. Beg you please. Before you be very sorry this morning. You understand me? Back up and back out. With a statement there. Okay? Alright. Let me tell you now. Let me go back to this now. Yeah. These elderly men. Yes, tell David, don't bring your family trauma over here. We are onto serious business, David. Exactly. So, if you walk up and down and buck up in a trouble, you stay over there today with your trouble. Don't come over here, come talk about, unfortunately, most Jamaican women are devils. Yeah, mama? How dare you? Get out of here with that nonsense. But anywho, make us continue. I'm going to tell you about, and then we will go pray about it. Right, June Plum? Right, when some race him up there for me, and then come make we pray about it. That's the problem right there. We are so busy fighting each other. We are missing what's going on. Turn me into a let my angle, David. You have to come over the tube. All over the tube, them go and sign up all. You have to forward over the tube. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. So as I was saying about these elderly people, yeah. Miss, I jump for angling for me. Yeah, almost the end of the month, him cycled upon him. So go away. It's late, David. Go away. Yeah. God says, where sin abounds, grace abound more. Well, right here, so we not have no grace upon David. No man, them trying to take away the money where David not have. David, Joseph, David, they have your last name. Let me tell you something. You miss the wrath of Absalom. You're not going to miss the wrath of us over here. All right? All right. You see what June Plum said? The grace we have for you over here this morning is in a ketchup buckle. We're going to put a little pepper on it when we give it to you. So watch yourself. Joseph said no matter what they said, the country can't run without immigrants. Immigrants build this country. Yes, Joe. Immigrants build this country. The same White House where the whole of them in right there, so they are cock up foot and I drink champagne. And something was built by slaves. Slaves who could not even enter after it was done. Couldn't even go in there. Yeah? The closest they could come would be to tend to the yard, to tend to the garden. You understand? Look at Jumplum said look at Florida. Of course. Florida can't function without immigrants. Nowhere can function without immigrants. Nowhere in America can function without immigrants. This country is built on the backs of immigrants. Yeah. So when this man come talk about the immigrant them come take a black job them, as though he might try to get we inside for say we for join with him and say them people are come take over jobs. When I hear black Americans say that thing, you never hear black Americans say that nonsense. Actually, I used to work with this lady and she and I had a whole conversation where I tell her, go sit down. Shut your mouth and go take up a book if you don't have nothing better to do. She says, all these immigrants, they come in and Americans who were born here can't get work because of them. Be quiet. That is not true. Because the people of this complexion who were born here, look how much of them sit down on welfare. They were born here. They have all the opportunities available to them. Have they taken advantage of those opportunities? No. Them sit down. They don't do what they need to do. Them go on food stamp. Section 8. You understand? Them drop out of school. Them go run the streets. Yeah. They don't take advantage of the opportunities. When me say to them, you understand, when I see black Americans, I say immigrants take them job. I'm like, go down at the Lindsay. The Lindsay have so many departments of so many educational departments where you can go. You can go learn mechanic, you can go learn nursing. There are so many. So many. It'll be like the Heart. You know, like how Jamaica have Heart Academy. The Lindsay Hopkins is like the Heart Academy of Miami. And when you go into those classrooms, the people in those classrooms are immigrants. The Haitians and the Jamaicans and people from South America, they are immigrants who are filling up these classroom seats to be nurses and mechanics and food service workers and all these things. Where the American them there? I was in a class of 36 people 25 years ago. I was in a class of 36. It was like 36 of us in the class. And there was one girl in the class who was a born American. One girl in the class who was a born American. Everybody else, we were Haitians, we were Jamaicans, we came from other Caribbean islands, we came from South America. We were all immigrants in this country. So don't cut the nonsense talking about black people immigrants come and take your jobs. We're not coming to take your jobs. We're coming here to find our place in society and to be able to contribute meaningfully to society. Speaking of Welsh infection, and do you have any white people on that? More than black, or should I say colo? Welsh infection, I want to name some June. A lot of them come to work with the entitled behavior. They don't want to do nothing exactly. They don't take advantage of the opportunities that are afforded to them. Me come here with nothing. Me come America with nothing. Me come America with must about $20 US and $5 Canadian. Me not come America with nothing. If I hadn't gone to school, I couldn't be here by myself. That little garlic tea this morning. Yes, what I mean, Winter. I not come here with anything. When I came here, I left Tree Pitney back home. An aging mother. And I was adamant that I can't just come here, come sit down. I never have a thing. I left me Pitney in Jamaica. Practically homeless and hungry. You understand? I may tell you say, Miss what June Plum got to say here. I may tell you say, I remember being here and hungry I walk through my skin. But me have to save every dollar me make. Morning, my love. How are you doing, sugar?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to jump on because I'm at work just to make a quick point, right?
Anytime, my love. Let's hear it.
Opportunities here. It's like Usain Bolt running for his country. He sees the opportunity. I see the behavior when I come to work. It's like the companies would rather hire immigrants because they come with a hunger. They want money. They want to make better life. You're here. You have all the opportunities. Utilize it. You know what it is? You can get a grant to go learn a trade. You can apply to go to college and don't have to pay. Who wouldn't want that opportunity, Mama?
Exactly.
I come here as a servant, now I'm a manager because when I grow and I see opportunity to make a bit more to do better. I want to work smart but not hard, but still live comfortable. And that is the opportunity that was given to you. We have to earn it.
Okay, that is what they don't understand. By birth, they were given that opportunity.
To grab it, and I'm grabbing it.
Exactly.
Yes. This land is your land, and we are visitors, because if people come to Shwala, we can run go back where we come from.
Exactly.
So you're here, seize the opportunity, try to live comfortable, set up yourself for retirement. We can do it. Why can't you?
Exactly.
To work, and I'm a supervisor or a manager. Ask me ask me to help you to grow. Teach me. Boss lady, teach me. Show me what to do. I want to be in your shoes. If you leave here and go somewhere else, I want to be able to take over. You understand?
Exactly.
That's what I did with my old boss. You know. I said, I don't want to be a servant on my mirror too hard. Make it all. So I said, look, I said to the boss, I said, show me how to do the schedule. Show me this, show me that. Oh, I got that. I'm going to take the day off. Yes, boss, just tell me what to do. Grasp the opportunity. And look at me now. Every day I talk to him. Whenever I talk to him, he says, I'm proud of you because what? He knows where I started from. My corporate guy, he was a dishwasher. He's a Mexican American now. He was a dishwasher, and now he's corporate. He's going from property to property to property. You hear me? He grew in his position, but he elevated.
Yeah. I mean, we gotta seize the opportunities and move forward. You know, we and Americans wouldn't survive in third world country. That is true. Americans, they don't know them not care water. Them don't know nothing. They don't know how to survive. It's like you say to them, the pencil here now have the point broke. If them not have one sharpener, them don't know what to do with the pencil, Lord. It don't have no point. I can't use it. It don't have no point. As a Jamaican, we don't stop bite it until we find the lead. I write with it.
One sharp knife.
I want sharp knife. You understand? And we will go to the go sharpen it on the concrete. Go rub it against the concrete for sharpen the lead, make it get pointed so we can write nicely with it. Americans, I don't have a pencil. I don't want pencil that. Oh, it doesn't have a point. It's broken. They don't know what to do.
Or I can make coffee at home. No. So,
I want look at tea.
We can afford to be comfortable until we what we wear if we want.
Exactly. Swift one, bless up yourself. What are you doing? Swift one, say good morning, my beautiful queen. It's always a pleasure having you.
I love you, baby. I love you.
I love you too, my darling. Have yourself a great day now.
Same to you, baby.
Okay, my love. I used to make pencil out of bamboo stick. You see, we used to do a lot of things when we were growing up. Here in America, them people are not them not have no survival skills. It's like everything is presented to them. You tell one American say you can do art, you can go to the get one leaf, put the paper over it and color it, and you get a nice design. No. You tell them say you want to make something, them have to go to Dollar Tree, them have to go to Walmart to go get this stuff. You need to go to Walmart to go get this. See, June Plum say if you make a kite. You need thing to make a kite, you go get two coconut bunker. Get 2 pieces of coconut bunker and sitting on some piece of paper and some old cloth and tear it up, make the tail and you make a string and make a kite 1, 2, 3. And we done. And we get some string. We all use like the banana, the strings out of the banana tree. All that we used to use make thread to fly the kite. Because you know the banana trunk is very stringy. And that fiber is very strong. And we used to use that. Tear it down, tie them up together, make it long, put it in your kite, and when you run your kite, go yeah. Those are little things. To make a little truck, we get 2 scribble orange, piece of stick and 1 juice box, and make 1 truck. You understand? Get a piece of hose and put a piece of stick in at the 2 ends and clamp it together. So, and we get a wheel. And we get a hanger and pull out that hanger and make it in a curve 1 end and put it around that. And when you hear we are run and go down a shop. with a little wheel, I run, I get to exercise. This morning when I was on the live, um, the person here with them number here, you can please put one name. You can put one little name, man. Cause me like to acknowledge people, but when your name is just a bunch of numbers, me not go, me can't do it. Put on like a name. You can't hold up a name. Call your name banana root. Call your name so what's up gut. Call your name something. You don't have to put your real name. Just put something. But me can refer to. You understand? I'm going to have the same conversation. Okay, see, we and Laxa is going to have the same conversation today. Me and another YouTuber are going to have the same conversation today. Yeah. All right. I hope I can tune in. What time you going to have the conversation there? In the roughness of how we grow up. But don't be getting fish in the hand. Our parents teach us how to catch it. Exactly. Exactly. We learn from our neighbors, from our friends, from our playmates, how to handle ourselves. We never have to have everything. We not have get everything ready done for us. No. Everything that we have growing up, we had to work hard for it. This morning I was talking about going to the hospital in Jamaica when I was I see you we are locked. When I was growing up in Jamaica and we had to go to the hospital, just to go to the public hospital, you have to be there from 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, to go get a ticket to be able to see the doctor. Imagine you having an emergency and you have to go to the hospital. You have to be there 5 o'clock in the morning to get a ticket to be able to see the doctor. Those things are unheard of here. Because you go to the hospital, whenever you feel sick, you go to the hospital, the nurse triages you, determine whether or not you have an emergency, whether or not the condition you are presenting with the doctor needs to see you right away, or you can wait a little bit because there's somebody over there with a compound fracture who needs to be seen right away, etc. But in Jamaica, you have a bellyache. You don't know what is happening to you. It could be appendicitis. You don't know. You go there, you say, oh, my belly hurt me. The nurse tell you, oh, drink the tea. You don't get no ticket. There are 60 people. There are 60 persons ahead of you. Sit down on the chair, and you wriggle. 8 hours later, you start change color because your appendix done burst in your whole body gone septic, and before you know it, you're out of here. Yeah. If them something happen in America, it's a big old protest and it's a big thing, a big deal. There's so many things that are afforded to y'all that y'all just don't understand. When we come and we don't have no social, we can't get a work, we can't get a good job, we can't go to school. Yeah, the struggle is real. You know, born with a social, you can't go to school for free. For free. You can't be anything you want to be for free. You understand? So when I was talking this morning about Jamaica, I say, in the later on from now, say Jamaica, what is that somebody say? Simon St. Peter, are you forgetting Jamaica is a poor country? You're kind of late to the party, Simon. You're kind of late. So me I go forgive you because you're kind of late. All right? Philippe is from Brazil. How are you doing? People often complain a lot. It makes for good content. You are right. You are right. You are right. People complain that you let the Chinese government in Jamaica and they build the toll bridge and how you can let these Chinese take over your country. That too is a concern. That too is a concern. And there is some merit to the concern that Jamaicans have about that. I'm not going to dismiss it and say, oh, I don't know what the Jamaicans are talking about because the Chinese have come and they've built the roads. No. There is some merit to the Jamaicans being concerned about the Chinese influence on our country. I'm not going to talk about it right now, but there is, and this is a strategy. I'm telling you, this is a strategy by the Chinese government. If you notice, if you notice, all the other countries, many other countries around the world, Papua New Guinea, Jamaica, you check it out. Lots of countries around where China has sought to influence. It is the new version of colonialism, the newest version, the Chinese version. You understand? Yeah. So they know that countries like Jamaica, we need infrastructure, we need development of our ports, we need development of our airports, we need roads, we need, yeah, they know that we need that, but they know that Jamaica does not have the money. And even though we are British, we are considered a British colonized country. Britain are not for we. They are doing absolutely nothing for us. They are not, we are not on their priority list to make sure that we have good roads, and we are an independent country after all. We have to borrow money from the IMF. We borrow, we beg, we all a start thief. And we put up taxes to how much money the people them now have it. We still can't help ourselves out of the ditch that we are in. So China notices that. They realize that. Yeah, countries like Jamaica, them want roads, but Jamaica cannot tax its people enough to build roads. I love your positivity. You look too serious after you read my comments. Where is your crown? If you are Susan, see my crown here. You see it? This is my crown, my love. How are you doing, Susan? Good morning. How are you doing, my love? Good to see you. Felipe say hi from Brazil. Fight the power. Bless up a nice clean self, Felipe. Tell them to like up the stream. Thank you, we unlock. Yeah, people. So China realizes that Jamaica is strapped for cash. We don't have that kind of money to just fork out billions of dollars to build tolls, to improve our roads. So what China do? China say, yeah, what? We have all of them money there, you know. We have enough money, you know, can invite Jamaica into an agreement to make us build the roads. Yeah, man, we'll build the road for you. Starboy, bless up a nice clean self. We will build the roads for you, but here where you have to go though. You have to go sign an agreement agreeing to give us unencumbered access to how much? How much is it, Swift One? 10 miles to the left, 10 miles to the right of the roads? As saw it go? I don't remember. I don't want to quote in me either. Yeah, I'm going to look it up. But I believe it is 10 miles to the left or 10 miles to the right of the roads that they build. So them build the road, and 10 miles on one side and 10 miles on the other side belongs to China in Jamaica. So if the road runs through preserved land that is like for example, out of Steertown, Mrs. Steertown, out of Miami Bay, there's out of St. Anne's Bay yesterday, in St. Anne. The Chinese build the road, but the agreement is that them supposed to get the left side and the right side of the road to however much it is. If it's a 10 mile or 2 mile or I don't know how much. But they agree. The agreement is that part of the road belongs to Jamaica, apparently, even though we don't own it yet because we're still paying them for it. We never going to end. We never going to stop. But the land that adjoins the road is theirs also. The land runs through property that was given to Jamaica by the Marcus family. So, in the name of Jesus, me right, me that's what it see. But in the God, what's up? Bless up a nice clean self. Morning, guy. Look like when I read the Bible this morning. Paul say, come back tomorrow for the Bible reading. God, good morning. How you doing?
Good. I am good.
Happy Saturday to you, sis.
I was just trying to say that um, there is nothing new under the sun, as the Bible says. If you remember, as far as you you know, we're all the way now to Romans in the Bible, and as we were reading, you notice that at one point, salvation was only for grace, not grace, but only certain people, like the Jewish people, were able to get the gospel or were included, right?
Yes.
And they turned it down. They turned it down. They turned their back. They said, "Away with Jesus. We don't want him. Crucify him." And then salvation was opened up to everybody, right? So let's put this situation into that context. You were born in America. Everything you know, just like you said, you were given a social security number. You can apply to school. You can get certain grants. You can get certain positions. There's things that you can do, but you sat there and you collect a welfare check. You know, never use the opportunity to do anything good for yourself. And people, come to this country, struggle, go to school, business, work hard in the field, do whatever it is that they do to get up. And then you sit in the corner and you're like, they're taking our job.
The nerve.
What are you talking about? It belonged to you first. Remember, you were the first choice.
Exactly. Exactly.
And so now, and so now, I am just referring exactly what was happening back then in the Bible is exactly what's happening now.
You're right.
It belonged to you first. And you turn your back on it.
You turn your back on it. You don't want it. You can't be bothered. Yes.
People it down. You don't see anything good in it. The only time you see something good in it is when somebody
else have it.
Clean it up. And have it, and you're like, wow, oh, wait a minute. That look good over there.
Large you drive a nice car, large live in a nice house. I saw them immigrants come here and come take away with jobs and end up with nice house while me still in a section 8,000. No immigrant not take nothing from you. You didn't have it in the first place. It was there for you, but you didn't take it.
Exactly. So that's why the Bible in Romans, I know we didn't get there yet. In Romans 11 says, now salvation that has come on. Oh, I missed you there. Salvation has now come. Not salvation come to the Jew. It says, drive the Jews to jealousy. Somewhere in Romans 11 verse
11 says, I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid. But rather, through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles to provoke them to jealousy. Exactly. So I guess that's what's happening now. The Americans are being provoked to jealousy. That couldn't come at a better time. Yeah, they're being provoked to jealousy because now they are jealous of the people who have come here, started with nothing, struggled, seized the opportunities that were afforded, and have elevated themselves, while they sit down there and all they can say is, oh, I'm a born American. I'm a born American. We have to show for it.
Yeah, but what have you done with it?
Yeah, what do you have to show for it? People on the talk, thank you for tapping that screen. And you can continue tapping. People on the tube.
If anything,
one talk.
If anything, they should look at the immigrants and say, wow. And they should get motivated by that.
Exactly. If anything, so what do immigrants them do?
People come here and they are
Even when you become a citizen, there are certain jobs that you can't get. You can't be a president. You can't. There's certain things that you can't. You still can't get, right? But
Mm-hmm.
you are born here, like
Born here.
by right.
By right, you are
Mhm.
entitled.
Yes, and yet you're not using that.
Mm-mm.
Well, all you're doing is sitting there and allowing, uh, you know, other people to come in, see the opportunity, and do the best they can, build their house, send their children to school, to college, to whatever, drive a nice car, go on vacation, and you're like, you still sitting in your chair on the porch watching the cars drive by and waiting for the mailman to put your check in the box.
Mm-hmm.
And will you expect us to come over here and do the same? No,
No.
we're not leading by your example. Sorry.
Exactly. And we don't even have that opportunity either. Because if you come
No.
over here, if you go and go apply for Section 8 if you think you're bad.
Mhm.
You understand? And all these little things,
Yeah.
all these little social services, them have fine print to them. Them have fine print to them. So us immigrants, we know in at the front of the line forget those things.
Exactly.
You understand? But you all who were born here, that's why them ask you for your social security card so them can see when was the social security card established. Party and your social security was just established 8 months ago. Them not have to ask question if you're an immigrant. Them don't have to ask you.
Mhm.
If you are 40 and your social security card was established 40 years ago, them know say you are born American.
Mhm.
Is Early, what's up? Early says it's been a while him not see me. Where you been? Cause I've been here. I joke me I make.
And they fall into a system, into a spiral that they really can't come out of unless they fight really hard, because now when you're getting the check, now you can't get it. You can only go get a part-time job if you choose to. You can't make so much money. You can't have so much
Right.
money in the bank account.
Okay.
There's so much that you can't do. If you're gonna get a check, then you just have to depend on this check and this check only.
Right. And it's not like they are giving you this check and helping you to be better. They are telling you while you are on this check, as menial as it is, you can't get a
Mhm.
job that pays you more. How does that help
Yeah.
you? That not help you because they want you to remain at that same spot. You have to be
Yeah.
willing
They
to.
they fell
Mm?
they fell for the trap, and
Yeah, they
now
fell for
they
the
want us
trap.
to walk into the same trap. But we're smarter than that. Sorry.
Exactly, exactly. We're not falling
Not falling
for
into that
that
trap.
trick where you're gonna tie me down. You're gonna tie me down with the $10,000 a year that you give me, rather than giving me wings,
Mhm.
let me fly and make 100.
Mhm.
No, no. Early says school is out. I have a little bit of time. Wonderful. Yeah, I was away for about two
Yeah.
weeks, but now I am back.
So that was my little contribution that I wanted to
And a little contribution
add.
that's it's a big contribution. I nearly I know me come here for read the Bible. I know me can't read one word. Me I forgot
Sometimes things need to be said.
see
So
things need to yes, some things need to be said regardless of what the plan is. Some things need to be said and it was said this morning. So we are what I think I'm going to do, like Paul said come back tomorrow morning for the Bible reading. So we are going to just continue with this conversation because I don't want to embed the Bible reading into a conversation that is 1 hour old. So even though it might not be a bad thing, it might not be a bad thing. Since we are talking
be
about,
honest,
eh?
it actually ties into the Bible
It
reading.
that's
So, but
exactly.
you can do it another. You can do it
It
another
actually
time.
ties into to what we are talking about. So I might change my mind. Wanna think, gentle people, what y'all think? Wanna think some of it change my mind? Read the Bible tomorrow, one other day, or wanna think some of it just go and read it, considering that what we are talking about is also what the Roman is talking about, and it ties in well. Talk to me. Talk to me. God, thank you for the roses. Thank you for the roses. Thank you so much. Happy Saturday morning to you, P. What's up? How are you doing? We Unlocked says he's got to go get some sleep. Love you too, my love. You be safe, and I will see you later. You say at 5 o'clock you're going to be on your channel. All right, 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. Let me write it down here so come here. May I help you forget? 5 p.m. We unlock live. All right. As long as me not too busy, I'll be here. I'll pop in.
Now you got to set an alarm to remind you to read that paper you just wrote on.
Boy, God. You know, say no nice you make people know about you so good. People not people are not supposed to know you this well. OMG. Because I have a lot of things to accomplish today. I have a lot of things to finish doing today. But I not think I'm going to forget. I'm going to try to do all that I have to do. See, they're just 7:30 in the morning now. And I feel like my day has started like hours and hours ago. I was up since 4 o'clock. This is my second live. Wait a second.
I said, but it did.
It did. Yes, it did. I drink my little garlic tea here, so. Garlic is
nature. Walk in the morning, you walk in the street.
4 o'clock in the morning. Me walk in the street. Running the street with rabbits. Running the street with rabbits at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. It was a nice day to walk, though. It felt refreshing. And listening to the birds. Oh, it felt good. It felt good. I forgot to do it again tomorrow. Yeah. I forgot to do it.
Anyway,
you do
sitting here, I'm gonna go put up some clothes that I fold, so I'll hop off and just listen.
I appreciate you, my sister. Every time, all the time.
Alrighty.
Thank you, sweetie. We'll talk later. All right. You know, Jamaican, you have to swig tea round, so. I say you sweeten your tea, you don't need your spoon. You just swig it round, so. Swig it round and take a sip. Garlic tea. Been a while. How have you been? Extraterrestrial. Yeah, it's been a while. I have been good. I was away on vacation. Yeah. You know, get a little bit of rejuvenation. And now I am back. Yeah. Yeah. I was busy on vacation, so I couldn't, I never did have enough service, so I couldn't make one see me all the time. But anyway, I am here. Take me just as I am without one plea. All right? I come here this morning was to read the Bible, but then the conversation switched and the conversation switched to something else. And so we have been talking about, this whole black job insult that was thrown in our faces a few days ago. Yeah. The man said the immigrants are come here come take the black jobs. Like he's in a different world. Him not sister over the years, we have changed the whole narrative. We have changed the whole landscape of black job. We have changed that. We have gone all the way up to the presidency. We are CEOs. We are entrepreneurs. We are extraterrestrials. I say I don't even have a job. Hurry up and get one. Hurry up and get one. There are too many. We have gone into conquering corporate spaces. We are teachers and principals and nurses and managers, and when you own business, that is your job. So you can't say you don't have no job. Yeah, you have a job. Yeah. We have gone all the way up to the presidency. So what is this saying? What is he saying? What now is he trying to define as a black job? Huh? The audacity. Huh? Every job nowadays, every job is a black job. We have done it all. We continue to conquer and we continue to do it all. Essesnce say I leave the space at Walmart for them. What? You leave the space at Walmart for them to go take it? You know, the audacity. So make them come now. Dr. James, how you doing, my love? Morning, how you doing? How you doing? You understand? Come get this black job. Because you can't just walk up into this. You're gonna have to go to school for this. You're gonna have to have something here for this. You understand? You can't just walk up into this, come get this black job. Eh? The audacity, eh? See, tell me what. Listen, this question is going to remain without an answer. What is a black job? It's going to remain without an answer because every single job that you can think of today, a black person has held. Before them used to say there was never a black president. Hey, we have had one. And I see people putting out that historically we had other black, somebody black, but them don't count. So me don't know. But I'm going to say for this time that we have had a black president. We have had black Congress members, representations. We have had pilots, and these were jobs that were unheard of. And that is why even now, well, on a minute, me want to read my people them comments. I never work in Jamaica. Come here and start a business. All right, you see, you know, you are just like a lot of people. A lot of people them there Jamaica Skylark, and when they come America and realize, say, it's a different kettle of fish. You see how quickly them tie up them shoes and pull up them breeches, go get a job, go to school, and make something out of themselves. When them there Jamaica, I don't know what is their problem. I don't know what is their problem when they are in Jamaica, but them not have that drive. Them not do not, them not go burn coal. Them not go pick fruits and sell. Them have too much pride. But when them come here, you're quick to see how them go sweep floor and send themselves to school and do all these things. You are one of them. Dr. James said, thank you, sis. Them still see us as nothing. Exactly. They still see us as nothing. No matter how high we climb on the corporate ladder, they see us as nothing. Yeah, they still want to look down on us. Like, oh, she a pilot. Oh, him a pilot. Like, I saw a guy was talking on his TikTok the other day. He is a doctor, a black doctor. And it is sad to know that he says he wears his scrubs everywhere he goes because that is the only way for him to be respected. And it is sad, but it is the honest to God truth. He has to wear his scrubs because he walks into a space, and because he is black, it is assumed that he is a nobody. It is assumed that he's there to steal. It is assumed that he doesn't have the money to purchase something that might cost a pretty penny. The only reason is because he's black. And that, my friends, is so true. So when he's in his scrubs, he gets that respect. You see him in a scrubs, you know that maybe he's a nurse, he's a doctor, he's somebody in the medical field. So you know right there and then that he has a level of education that affords him a job in the medical field. So you see how far they have taken us? Where you have to wear your scrub just for you to be identified above the mendicants in the street? Yeah. And God forbid if you are ever black with dreads. God forbid you be black with dreads. Yeah, man, you come thief. Yeah, man. Them have to walk behind you in the store. Yeah, man, them have to watch you. Yeah, that's what they do. So when they're coming now and talking about black jobs, they wanna show us that they still see us as nobodies, regardless of our achievements. Your job is to clean the floor. Your job is to be the gardener. Your job is to be the housekeeper. Your job is to, yeah. That's what they're telling us. That's your job. But we break down them barriers there long times ago. Long times ago. We broke those barriers down. Unana say we are pilots. Unana say we are doctors and researchers. Unana say, them not say. So we are own businesses, $1 million businesses. Eh? Unana say that. Brother, I don't know what kind of record living under, I know. Because them job they wanna talk about say black jobs. You don't have the audacity. Yeah? P says they are still in shock. Exactly. They are still in shock because remember, say, they had said that our brains, they said we are related to monkeys. And by the way, monkeys are one of the most intelligent creatures on the earth. Okay? They say our brains are not developed enough and we are not smart enough to understand, to pick up what they are putting down. That's how. Them say we never smart enough to pick up what they were putting down. Right, Michibu? Yeah. We're not smart enough to learn and to grow academically. Yeah. Them say we're not smart enough. That's what them say, no? And we've come out and we prove them wrong. See, the sister say we are astronauts. Yeah. We are astronauts. We're doing just about everything. Tell me one space. Can anybody find me one space? Our extraterrestrial same did one come up. I'm gonna see you. Forward up, man. You can get a few minutes too. Why not? Yeah. So the thing is, they had amongst themselves determined that we were not worth much. So they they came up with their what they considered to have been their scientific proof that we did not have the mental alacrity to be able to, go through higher learning in order to hold higher positions. And so they convinced themselves that their findings were supposed to be true and that we would never come out of the dungeons. Yeah, me click on it for accept you, but me don't know why it not come. I click on it, extraterrestrial to accept you, but it keeps me don't know why. Your account not established or what? Okay, see it. There we go. Greetings. Bless up yourself. Well, no, I'm not hearing you again. I don't know where it's at. I mean, saying I mean, are you hearing me? I am hearing you perfectly fine, and the others are hearing you too. Yeah, but just like, yeah, I'm hearing you now. It was mute. So when they are referring to black jobs, they are referring to like the underpaid jobs, yes, labor jobs, the jobs that immigrants come here and do for pennies, because they slave immigrants. You have to pay to be an uncle someplace. Just know that. See, a lot of people don't understand this. If you come here and you have a disability, you're gonna be here and working for at least, I think they say at least 200 hours before you could get any benefit from the government. Which means that they're not gonna just give you anything. Now, if you become an American, you could basically sit down and you don't have to do nothing. And they'll take care of you. But they own you. So, in a sense, we come here and work for pennies, and in nursing homes, we go and we try to do all these jobs. And then, now they start to realize that all the supplementary benefits are now cutting.
Because most of us now we're coming here to start our business.
Mm-hmm.
So when you start a business, the government cannot tax you like how they will tax you if you work in a 9 to 5. So this is creating a gap in the social security and how the system works. It's disrupting it. So now they're crying that, oh, we can't get any jobs because of immigrants. But that's not a true thing. They can't get any job because they don't apply.
And they are qualified. Them not go to school. How you ever go walk up and get a job as a nurse? You never went to school. How you gonna get a job as a teacher? You didn't go to school. You understand? You didn't go to school to get a job like that. How are you gonna be a pilot? You're gonna be, why are you gonna be anything? Anybody? How you gonna work in a bank when you never went to school? You have to go to school and they don't want to go to school.
See, the problem is this though. A lot of us do. Even when we come here, because I came here at 17 and I went to college here. And what I noticed in most of the colleges, there's very few, contrary to what they want to tell people about. Oh, there's a lot of black people graduating. All of that is just like mythology. Because when you go to college, black people are the minority at tertiary education level. The minority, like really, really.
Well, I guess it all depends.
College.
I guess it all depends on where you are, the geographical location.
Well, that could account because you have black-owned universities like New York, Pennsylvania, and those states. But if it's gonna be a case where it is gonna be black-owned, which means they're gonna be favored black. So when it comes down to the scale of competing, I don't think if you go to a diverse university and you are the minority there, I think that should be a thing where, we could judge the ground for that. And a lot of us too, when we come from Jamaica, because I got my degree in business and I have an immigration license. I could do like immigration papers and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And all the cases that I've ever done, I do them for free. Because, most people that actually have immigration situations are normally people that don't have money to really pay. So it's more like a voluntary thing.
Oh, wonderful.
But then when you go to like some of these Jamaican immigration lawyers, because I was a friend with a few of them. These people are charging people, Jamaicans like themselves, 10,000, 15,000 for simple stuff.
Yeah, I know.
One is on a get rich quick scheme.
Yeah.
And it's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I mean, you gotta have money.
You try to make it for your children. Yeah, you try to make it for your children. But then the people here are crying about that.
Yes.
They have all the jobs. Why they didn't take them? Why they didn't take all the jobs? Why they don't go work in the Amazon warehouses? You know why? Because they're not interested in nothing.
No, they don't want those jobs. Ruth Lynn, how you doing? They don't want those jobs. It's too hard. They don't like hard work. Americans don't like hard work,
Yeah, I mean, they don't like to do, they don't like nothing. I mean, the women rather to lie on their back.
Yeah.
And scam you. You think Jamaican woman full of chicks there? Try out some American woman.
Well, a long time now, woman talk. Hold on there, extraterrestrial. You know, from when women round here don't lay down on back, we back it up. We don't lay down on the back. Anyway, Paul said.
Well, at least, but that's what trying to build something up. You know what I mean?
All right. People don't know, so don't come over. Hey, what you say?
I said they rather to do that than trying to build up something.
Well, sometimes they do.
And if you want to be a boss, you have to just push it out there and try to, learn
from all these jobs that out here. You could do whatever you want to do in America. You know,
Yeah, you
you
can be
never.
whatever you want to be. Mitchie Boo, my darling, how are you doing, my love? Mitchie Boo's a morning sis and fam. I'm gonna be cleaning chicken. Yeah, clean up chicken. You have chicken, fish, chicken fry today. How much chicken you have a clean up so early in the morning? I just 7:50, not even 8 o'clock yet. Yo,
Morning.
Tita, pull a teeth. What's up?
There,
I saw me here. So me here, so you're there.
yeah, they upstate, you know. First, me I come up and say, they want to place them called Syracuse.
Oh, you're there, Syracuse, New York.
Yeah, me come
Yeah.
up last night.
Oh, wonderful. That's not New York.
Bus, take the bus come up this last night.
Oh, what the weather like up there?
Never know, say so. You know, say really and truly, me sorry, me never bring one little jacket star. You know, cool, you know, but it kind of picky.
Osh. Osh.
Kind of picky up there, you know. I mean, I look on it and I say, yo, we are near Canada.
Yeah. We used to live there.
Something that right there, so.
Which
Canada right there, so.
Where y'all come from?
Nice city, man.
We need a small work here. Good morning, Trev.
Morning, darling. How are you doing?
Nice city.
Good, thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Mitchie Boo, what's up? Yeah, Paul said it's a wooded area. People gonna forgive me. Look at the Bible I read this morning. Yeah. Yeah.
Am I delaying, Trev?
No, man, me I enjoy the conversations we have, man. Yeah, no, say, I saw when pastor go up on pulpit to go preach, you know. Him sometimes talk about his life story before he get to the Bible. And then time run out and then just say, all right, show the offering now, have a go here. So, when we come back next week, we will get back to business. Yeah, so that's how we are move right now.
We topic this morning.
No, so we come this morning at the Bible, we come reading a pull of teeth. At the Bible, we come to read this morning.
Day before yesterday.
Thursday. What happened Thursday?
My co-worker, my Guyanese. Yeah, Thursday. My co-worker, we are Guyanese. Him realize the way him talk, me realize him going to him little church. A young you know, and him going to him little church and him a do him little thing, you know, but nobody not perfect. But him a do him thing, him better than even me. Because him take up a responsibility where right now, we can't take it up, but long story. Long story me tell it gonna be an excuse.
Okay.
You know, so the man do him little thing and him in him little church. And we realize say, you see now that the people accept the real life, the life of the grass are going greener. We realize that people have to go through something.
Yeah.
People have to go through testimony, tribulation. Why people can why we just take up yourself and go in that life then without have to go through some trauma, some affliction, something. And I realize that him take up Christianity because him at some point in his life it last couldn't find himself and thing never go right, so him just turn to the Almighty, which is the right thing him do.
Okay.
The right thing him do. Yeah, because me not tell a lie, me myself in a times I come from me have to turn. But me still I say we as the flesh, every time we in our position, at them time we know God, and as we come out of it, we don't know God again. Most of the people may struggle right now. They call up on God and as they get back, as they stand up back on their foot, they not even remember God. May I God say this. You see when we make vows to God, God write them down, you know.
What you're not saying?
We say, and God no me say it aloud. We probably not say it aloud for people hear we vows, but we know the vows where we are make to God because we in ourselves, in our own little space, our own conscience, make vows to God like you just say, boy, if you go through you want an opportunity for happen to you, like you say, God, if you take me out of that trouble here, me do this. Or if you give me this, me do this. And so said, so done. We don't carry the vow, we don't keep the vows to the Almighty. God write it down, you know.
I mean, what you're not
So when
saying.
we
Michibu, hold on the pot full of tea. Michibu, if anybody needs some coffee or tea. I'm already drinking my with some stevia in it.
Oh, good.
But
you
mighty
know,
God,
but
tastes
the
like
point of
poison.
my share is the point of my share is that him look by me and I tell me we now go over the discussion of Jesus and God. He might look by me and tell me say Jesus are God and me I tell him and say no Jesus I can't be God. Him say which point in the Bible tell you say Jesus and God. I might quote some some bag of scripture to me I try to convince me say
Well,
Jesus are
remember
God.
Jesus says, if you
So
see me, you see God, because I am him and he is me. So that
yeah,
would that would
him right
explain it.
because no but yeah
My cousin when the Bible, him said all the time, him there try to explain to me, and then my head start bust come and say, what? And him deep down, and him know him thing, and him say same thing for real.
yo, let
Yeah,
me
that's
tell
what
you.
the Bible says. I mean, if you go by the Bible, Jesus said,
Right.
Jesus said
And
he
some
is
of us
God.
don't know the Bible when
He
they
couldn't
start
come
teaching
here
us.
and do the things that he has done unless it was permitted by his father.
Alright. You know why Jesus said that? Because them's the greatest teacher who walked the earth of Jesus. So you know why Jesus said when you see me, you see Father, and when you see my Father, you see me. It simply means that say, you know, we are descendants from our Father and he make we him image and him likeness. Meaning we have him image, meaning shape, him likeness how him think, everything. I know the greatest thing God give it. God give it dominance, you know, over him creation, you know, which we make on earth, you know. God give it a taste, a dominion over something, you know, meaning just like how God a rule over we, God have the experience and everything for rule over we. God give it the experience to rule over him other creature them. You see me? But when me I tell my brethren say yo, the story of Lazarus make me know say Jesus different than God. Because when Jesus I call Lazarus out of the grave, Jesus make sure tell the people him say I know him. Say I'm father. Man literally tell him something I say yo it tell you know right this say I know him. Him just do the works for him father. So that me always I tell people say yo the story of Lazarus not in the Bible for us to read. It did if it tell people the difference between Jesus and we create.
Me don't know, me don't know, me not, I don't feel like we're on the same page, but we are not here to be on the same page. Yeah, everybody have differing views, but based on what I have read in the Bible, Fafa Diva, what's up? Based on what I have read in the Bible, Jesus' presentation on earth uh, um was to make the people on earth understand that there is a creator and this person has powers that can be imparted to man, and that Jesus himself who came to earth according to the Bible, I must say according to the Bible, the Jesus who came to earth represented the God that you believe is in heaven, is somewhere beyond the clouds. Okay? So it doesn't
No,
mean that there are two people, even though it keeps saying Father and Son.
no
It don't
people.
mean that it
But
is two. It means
Jesus.
that this one entity presented himself to the people on earth, the people he created, in the form of Jesus. That is my understanding of it. Because
See
Jesus
me?
said, if you see the Father, you see me. I couldn't do all
Yeah,
of this without having been given permission from the Father.
yeah, but them not say them something. He does not say that for no reason at all. He say that because, but in understand because me get for understand the Bible when we read it because we pray for wisdom and understanding. And basically what Jesus has said right there, say, is we are descendants from a creator. Basically, a God still alone in the universe because he made us. We are a part of it. He's by himself, same way. It's just that he create us and he create the angel and then he create us. Everything after. So everything come from him, still alone. So we are part of him, same way. There is no other being we make like but him. So we are our father and we are our father's children. You understand? So when him tell you that way, they say, yo, when you see me, you see my father. Just like him, when we see you, we see your mother, we see your father, see him, you.
Mm-mm.
The
No.
same way.
When you see me, you not see my mother. No. No, my brother. When you see me, you not see my mother.
No, me don't mean no literally, that way, that mean like,
Exactly, but that is where it is contrary to Jesus's presentation. Our presentation is different. When him say him
I
had
mean, it's not
in father send
it's
him,
not parables like
in
this.
father give
It's
yes,
not
because a lot
parables
of it
like this.
is written in parables. If he's going to send you his son, that is him coming in this form of this individual who is going to take on a human form just so that he can relate to us humans, right? But he's in control, but he has presented himself in this fashion, just like when he said, if I have to present you with grace or with the Holy Spirit as the
Hey,
comforter, he can present
you know
himself
say
just like that as well. But it's still the same one energy, it's the one entity.
say a jail me go a jail for 1 year and some months
Where
and in
God jail
jail
go
me
do?
go read the Bible. A jail me go learn the Bible, me go learn to read the Bible and understand the Bible. Me can tell you
Well,
this
you know, so the
most
thing with
pray.
that is pull at it. Pull at it, you know what the thing with that? The thing with this, when you say a jail you go get to learn the Bible, there isn't much more to do when you are in jail. You understand? You don't have the
What you are talking about? You have whole heap of thing what you can do in a jail. Whole heap of thing. Whole heap of thing you can do.
well, me I think you can do
But
all
you
the things
just
you
get
can do when you're
around.
free.
No, your freedom get take away.
Right. So when
You
you're in
can
a,
do
that
if you
confined
are talking about
space,
what do.
I find that a lot of people, when
If
they
you
are in that confinement, they really do turn to the Bible and read a lot. Nothing is wrong with that. It is okay with reading the Bible. It is fine. And that is why I have chosen, I tell you, to read the Bible for myself because I want to understand what is in it. And I find to a lot of people when they go to jail that is one thing they turn to that they would not have turned to if they were free. But anyway,
the
you
first thing we learn to do,
tell me what
the
you learn
first
when
thing
you
we
go to
learn to
jail.
do is the first thing we learn to do is learn how to pray, how to ask for knowledge, how to supplicate to my grand creator. That are the first thing we try to learn. We try to learn how to fast. We try to learn and we learn all of them things. We can't make anything happen.
You can't
Anything
make
happen.
anything happen. What you
We
mean
can,
when you say that?
yeah, we can't make anything.
What do you mean when you say that? I just want to understand. When you can't make anything happen, what do you mean?
Thing, you know when we really respect
Mm.
where the Bible give me the type of thinking what the Bible give me and it just like the part when Jesus are baptized. You know, so when Jesus are baptized, God the Holy Spirit upon him and make him and remind him who him was in a glory when him did in a glory farm. That's how him could have that's how him could have be resilient and carry out the mission. And enough people don't really understand the fact that the purpose of Jesus come here is to fulfill Adam duty where him couldn't fulfill it. because the Almighty happy to make a mistake.
Who made a mistake?
Never make a mistake, you never do nothing wrong yet. I'm going to show you, say, the creation we make.
Hold on there. Somebody say if you read the Bible now, pull at it. Pull at it. Alright.
Not a mistake.
You're some in and out, pull at it. I hear you good. Somebody that ask if you read, if you study the Bible now. Come out of jail, you don't study. This. Watch, I'm not hear him.
We study Bible, brother. We study the Bible. Well,
but now you're occupied with other things in life because you're not confined anymore. So I same to me, I say, so you're not going to be studying the Bible as you would have when you were confined.
No, listen, Satan is... But, no, man, the Bible is a manual, teacher of survive in the world. It have illustrations and rules and regulations to guide him. But see how Satan designed the system? Life anxiety is what caused people.
How is system Satan design?
Because the world where we live in.
A Satan designing?
The world. Yeah, no female world we are living in.
Really?
Him never build the world. Yeah, the Bible tell us that God hand over the world. The Bible say, whoa.
Which part of the Bible say God hand over the world to Satan?
Yeah. You not read the Bible?
You realize where you landed this? You realize where you landed, pull at it?
Listen me, no, man.
Me I listen to you, man.
No killing or nothing. Your paradise. Listen me.
But you say God saying hand over the world to Satan, and I ask you which part in the Bible that say that?
Because allow and cause are two different things. You see, God allow all of this to happen. You think God cause it? God only allow all of this to happen for your time. So that's why I tell you, say God only allow Satan to make all of this happen on the earth.
So who you would so if Satan is allowing all this to happen, who have control would allow Satan?
Not Satan. God only allow all of this to happen.
Why you think so?
Yes, sir. Because the murder have to come to pass. God
said, can you...
Word, and the word have to come to pass.
God said, can you... something missing as can you, God's wisdom is in us, not the Bible. What that say, God? Me missed something right there. So. The Bible says Satan is the God of this world. Say Satan is the God of this world. Which part of the Bible say that? Don't tell me let me go, because I'm sure there are people here like me who we love to go into the Bible. We to go find what we anything we're on a quote. We need to go into the Bible go find it.
And yes, everybody have to have a personal relation.
Hold on. Go on talk now. Go on talk. Me I hear you.
Personal relationship with a grand creator. So I'm spiritual. You see me I say? And you see, when we read in the Bible and get to understand, Satan designed the system and use life anxiety to draw you out. You know what I say? I describe it how it is, how me see it.
Oh, 2 Corinthians 4. I'm going to reach a Corinthians yet. 2 Corinthians 4.
Listen now.
May I hear you?
Sin is like a jailhouse. Sin is like a jailhouse with the gate wide. You hear me?
May I hear you?
Like a prison with the gate wide open. We can come out anytime. You understand what I say? I submissive sin on earth with people. Sin is like a prison with the gate wide out anytime. So if we choose to stay in the prison, our choice. That's why I tell you, the Almighty word have to come to pass and people are going to see it. So that's why we're there upon the earth to suffer. Life anxiety is what causes people to not submit and do the right thing. People get up every day and go to work and work with them life. And everything what we wish upon with life, at the end of the day, we go in at the side. You see me I say?
Mm-hmm.
And you see when you look over the cemetery, you can't tell who rich, who poor. You can't tell who nothing. Everybody look the same. And the worm, nah, say him nah name the one over here saying white. Me nah name the one over here saying black. The worm and name everybody. And everybody, I say sky is the limit to them life, everything. And we all are going on there. People nowadays more self-righteous now, but people
All
try
right.
to be self-righteous.
Okay. All right. So we hear Pulati. God, you know some never know so that in the Bible for true. Says Satan is the God of the world.
I'm not
Come
telling
me
my
not reach
youth,
me not reach Corinthians yet. No Pulati, because
listen,
you see on my channel I read the Bible. I read the Bible every day, and we are reading it in order from Genesis through to Revelation. I we just they are Romans.
I'm never telling you something. You
So
see, Gina Jennings, well, I know me, I'm telling you something. Me is not a Christian person, but me do a lot of reading. And me pray to, when me there at jail, me pray to God. You see, Solomon are the wisest man on earth. Solomon summon demons, and talk to demons, Them have knowledge, brother. Them born long, they make long before we, Solomon summon them and talk to them. Enoch them talk, see angel them, and Enoch reprimand the angel them, man. Elijah, them show, God show Elijah heaven, man. God take Elijah, God take Moses. Why you think God do them something? Because he knows fool people like we go worship them. Think God know everything. People get it twisted. Me and everybody are gonna know the truth, And the truth they right, they say on the face and on the ass. And every day we argue, Satan come before we, Satan wise and we, Satan is a cherubim. He is a cherubim. He is one of the angel lemons they right at God's throne. When I angel them, I say, holy, holy. Satan is one of them powerful angel.
Well,
No,
first of
no, we
all,
what?
don't feel say Satan is a regular angel. He is a cherubim. Powerful. The
Hold
only
on,
thing
make
them
me
man
hear
I
what.
say, the only thing Satan can do, I beg. The only thing them say, only thing Satan can do is blow breath. But he can make money, he can do every other thing, but he cannot blow breath.
All right.
that's true.
That's the only thing he can do. He can do everything, but he cannot bring something to life.
Point taken,
The Bible
Pulati.
says that.
Let me give Card the floor. Card, you take the floor right there, so please.
Listen, Satan is no cherubim. Nowhere in the Bible says that Satan is a cherubim. He said Satan is a cherub, not a cherubim. There's cherub and there's cherubim.
You have Sephirim,
Said
you have
here it is.
Sephirim and Cherubim.
Said he was the covering the covering cherub, not cherubim. What cherub mean?
Well,
Or
him a one of
cherubim.
the angel them when they in the kingdom. The Bible tell us say no.
Yes, I
Them
know
say,
that.
well I know, the Bible tell us say no. Them man see God, who said they see God face, walk with that. Enoch, Elijah, Moses, they said they see God face, but the Bible come back and tell us say, no man never see him face. So yes, them man, Satan, they in a kingdom, wish for God. Remember when God showed Elijah in the heaven, but the angel him show him. But him say him see. This show say God have one different area where him angel them they different than him there in a heaven.
I thought they said that he dropped Satan from his kingdom.
He fall from heaven like lightning. That's what
Yeah.
it says in Revelation. But what this young man is saying, that Satan created this world, that is false. Satan is not a creator. Satan is an imitator. Satan can't create anything but
Alright. The two words, Satan and devil. Look up the meaning where Satan mean. Satan is a word just like how you call a man a thief, are a murderer. One mean opposer and one mean slanderer. That's why God called him Satan and devil.
Despite what you call him, whether you want to call him Satan, devil, or whoever it is, none of them create anything.
No. Just I try to explain to you, because if you read Ecclesiastics, if you read Proverbs, Solomon tell you, say, yo, it tell you in Proverbs. You see Proverbs are one powerful scripture in the Bible.
All the Proverbs is Solomon writing to his son about all of the things he did in his life that he regretted, and telling his son not to follow in those footsteps. That's it.
Well, the Bible tells us,
and he's telling him a lot of it in parables.
Get kingship early.
Yes.
I think him up piece by piece, but you don't really know how much that's covered.
Yes, he's telling him a lot of them in parables.
I give him credit for, his dedication to learning and stuff like that, but there is so much stuff that you haven't touched.
What are you talking about? Miss, what you saying? Like I'm dedicated, I want to know her. Miss, listen, I was sitting here telling you all day. I'm just giving you everything in a nutshell.
Come up with where these things are said. You were kind of just talking off your head, bits and pieces of stuff you know.
No, listen, nobody taught nothing that they don't know. A man is fool to something that they don't know.
Well, you just said that. You said that the devil or Satan created this world. It's not.
I did not say that. You did not hear me say that.
You said created.
You did not hear me say that. I said Satan is the ruler of this world.
No, you did not.
You said created.
No. You see, let me tell you, this is what Satan do.
It's fine. It's okay to take corrections.
Let's agree to disagree. Let's agree to disagree. Hold on now. We are going to agree to disagree and move on.
I will never say Satan created this world. I say Satan created the system. I say Satan created the system.
We can agree to disagree and move forward, guys.
No.
Okay, hold on, pull a teeth. Hold up now, brethren. Hold up now, star. Hold up. Where did I say, card?
No, this is exactly why I joined the chat, because he said that he created stuff. He's no creator. That's the only.
The man
reason why I pressed the join the host, but because of that, what does that?
No,
But it's a Michibu.
The man created this.
At this point, that's not what's the lie.
No, me say him create the system where we live in, the man-made system was designed not by God, but by the wicked one.
Listen. You know that the lives are recorded and you can play back and watch things. It could be you made a mistake of the word that you said, but you had mentioned that. Just admit, say, Kadam, you one ear, everybody heard it.
Why say him create the world?
That's why.
Me never ever said Satan create the world.
That's why Trev said to you, where in the Bible it said that? You remember when she said that to you?
No, she come back and say, yes, it in the Bible that Satan is the creator of the system.
No, it was the God of the world. That was what it. Hold on. When you said Satan was the God of this world, and I said, where in the Bible it said that, because I don't remember having read that. And that's when they told me it was in 2 Corinthians, because I've never read it. I'm reading the Bible, but I'm not yet at the Corinthians, so I didn't.
All right.
I don't remember having read that, because I haven't read Corinthians yet. But we can't all talk at the same time, because if we all talk at the same time, nobody gets through and nobody hears what anybody's saying, and so like Carnation Market. So we are gonna go one at a time. All right, Cad, you have the floor. Hold on, pull at it.
Okay, you scroll back in the chat. When he said that, I typed in the chat, the Bible says that Satan is the God of this world, but he did not create it. There's a reason why I put that in the chat.
All right. All right, we are going to pass over that, because clearly we are not going to agree. So we're going to pass over that and continue the conversation without that section. We're going to leave out that section there and continue the conversation. I think that would be the wisest thing to do. It's at almost 2 hours. Yes. I'm gonna read the Bible yet. So apparently, as Paul said, we have to go leave the reading for another day. Or it feels to me like right now is the time for us to read so that we can have a positive way of switching the conversation. What do you all think?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes. So
Yeah, do that.
yes. So we are gonna switch up. We're going to do what we came here to do.
You're gonna read scriptures. You're gonna read scriptures right now.
That's what I tell you, Pulati, that you are not aware of where you have fallen. You have come onto my life, but you're not aware of where you're there. What we do here every morning is we read the Bible. We have been reading the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. We are currently at the book of Romans. So we are not just saying things out of our heads.
Yeah, so-
We have been reading the Bible, and that's why we come here every morning. That's why I ask you if you realize where you are. Yes, we are in Romans.
We read the Bible. We study
We-
the
we-
Bible. And,
We stop reading the Bible in scrambles. We stop reading the Bible in scrambles because when we read the Bible in scrambles, we
Can I get a word in, please?
yeah. What you
Trev,
say?
Do you not notice that when Paul asks a question, now he's answering now that you're about to go back to read it.
Say that again.
Let's say you know, say somebody asks him if my study now, and him no answer at the end as you're about to read.
Oh,
I study the Bible from me a little.
Remember?
Yeah.
Me
What?
I study, listen lady, me I study the Bible from me a little.
Street smart.
No,
all right.
I tell you something.
Hold on.
No, let me say something to you.
Where I gonna say, Paul?
Listen,
Full of
me,
teeth.
My mother did go abort me. You understand?
Oh, you
Because
know
my
that.
mother want to tell me and whosoever name me and the life when I go through, people know me tell me. My mother get 4 boy pitney. And me when she find out say she get the next boy, she da go abort me. And my mother a lady save my life. My mother become a witness, a Jehovah's Witness. Because my mother was a 70. And my mother that got abort me. Cause me,
Look what they like.
my mother look at me and tell me, say, out of all her pity them, me never been a burden to her yet, and a God, she say a God cause her. And the name of the woman give me have 3 Bible name. 3 Bible name. Me have. My 3 first name a Bible name. Different. I'm only different to my surname and a Bible name. And my mother keep me because of the knowledge of the woman show her in the Bible. And the lady end up giving me my name. Give me my first 2 name. And
Okay.
mother give me, yeah.
All right.
Well, Anna, show yourself.
But I could have what this father.
She says study the Bible. My mother is a witness. So I grew up study the Bible and read the Bible, read the 2 Bible, everything.
The 2 Bible. Which 2 Bible?
The New World Testament.
Making sense.
No man, the New World Translation and the King James Version.
He's
And the 2
talking about
Bible am I see.
the Bible and the Bible as we know it.
Yeah.
Now,
I do the
So
same
now everything
Bible.
is kind of making sense now. I'm gonna hop off because it's
Yeah, me study my Bible, so nobody can tell me nothing about Bible.
So, Trevessence, we're gonna drop me down so you can start go back to Romans.
Alright, so
Yes, I'm going back to the Romans, gentle
So when you
people.
leave, follow Trev. Don't
Listen.
leave full of teeth. Just
I
follow.
go ahead.
Listen, uno listen to. I'm going to do the reading this morning. I'm going to do the reading of the Romans chapter 7, 8, and 9 before we close off this live. Yeah, that's what I came here for this morning. I'm not gonna make me come off on my live this morning without having read this Bible here when we come here for read. All right. I appreciate the conversations though, and I appreciate being able to to host you all as you all are able to open up and say whatever you all want to say. This is not a space where you're going to be judged or condemned religiously. No, this is not the space. So that's fine with me that you all were able to get whatever you wanted to get off your chest religiously. But this morning, our purpose here is actually to read the Romans chapter 7, 8, and 9. And so we are going to do that. So those of you who are just
Okay,
coming,
can I
say that. Go ahead, Card.
then you yeah. But the thing I think that people get twisted a lot is that knowing the Lord for yourself, this has nothing to do with any denomination
None
or
at
any
all.
religion.
None at all. None at all. Because as I said all the
Start
time,
bringing in all these denomination and religion and stuff like that. You tip in the scale in a whole nother
yeah,
direction.
this
So
religion and
I'm gonna
denomination, they can't even agree
find
amongst
something that
themselves. The one of them are read the one Bible and them cannot
yeah.
agree amongst themselves. Everybody say me right, this I want to say
And
you
it
wrong.
creates, and it
Me,
creates division, you know? That's why everybody
that's what I
divided.
say it all the time. That religion. That's
That
why
a way me have
I don't do
that
religion
a way me
because
I tell you, see that
hold
power
on,
them
pull at it.
confusing.
Hold on, pull at
That
it.
Satan
Pull at it. Hold up now, my youth. What I'm saying is that is why I don't do religion, because religion is one of the most divisive things in society, the most divisive. Because look at the religion of Christianity and look at how many denominations there are, and everybody is using the same book, reading the same words, yet they cannot agree. Why? Why? They can't agree. Some are worship Sunday, some are worship Saturday. This is somebody say me right, you wrong. This is somebody say, well, my church, people in my church are go to heaven, all of uno else are go to hell. Uno cannot agree. So nobody has any authority. None of uno have any authority to condemn anybody because none of uno cannot agree. Uno can't agree. I don't read the same book. I don't pray all the time and say, oh, Trev, when you come to read the Bible, you need to pray for understanding. Uno been praying for understanding all of uno life and uno been reading, and uno still cannot agree. So uno can jump in my collar and tell me, say, me not understand something in the Bible because me never did pray before to get understanding. And y'all have been praying before you all read. And you all claim to have been getting all this understanding before you all read. And yet, uno cannot agree. Uno can't agree. So uno can't talk to me and tell me nothing. Me I read it for myself. So when I read it for myself, yeah, I'm going to see what's going on in there. Because until I read the Bible for myself, guys, me never did realize, say, the teachings of Moses and the teachings of Jesus was so different, you know. Me never realized it. And that's why them say reading make it a man. It make a woman to make all away. Because it wasn't until I started reading the Bible that me realized that Jesus was opposed to the things that Moses taught. Yet, people get up and say, they believe everything in the Bible. There's absolutely no way you can believe everything in the Bible because the Bible itself has so much contrary information. Because you cannot believe that it is right and it is wrong at the same time. You can't, no. You have to either believe one or the other. So, if you're going to believe what Moses taught the people, then you know that is going to be contrary to what Jesus taught. If you're going to believe what Jesus taught, that is contrary to what Moses taught. And this is what caused the conflict that is presented to us in the Bible. Because somebody says Moses' law was too strong. Yes, Moses' law was not just strong, but brutal. Very brutal. Remember, you know, Moses, everything Moses said, you know, Moses tell the people them say, he spoke to God face to face. And a God tell him these things. And these punishments, God tell him to punish the people in this way. So the people accepted it. That if me cheat on my husband, them a go stone me, me I accept that fate. That them a go no stop fling rockstone for me until me no move no more. Because Moses said this came from God. And him talk to God face to face, and God tell him these things to tell the people. So the people don't believe. They say believe kill and believe cure. So the people believed everything that Moses taught them. So all of these things, when Jesus came, me tell you according to the Bible, you know, and me I make it up. When Jesus came, the people realized that Jesus' teachings was so much different from Moses' teachings. The laws were different, the punishments were different. So the people are wait up. Even though the prophets of old had written that there was going to be this person who was going to be a Nazarene, was going to be born in Bethlehem, all of this, and this person was going to come to redeem the Jews and all these things. Now when Jesus came, they are like, wait a minute now. I thought he was supposed to come to redeem the Jews. But how must he redeem us when his version is not solely in alignment with Moses' version? No, sir. Because now he's taking us out of what we already know. What our foreparents have handed down to us through generation to generation. Remember when the people them go to him with the woman who they said was committing adultery, and they want their veracity not to be questioned. Them not want him to question them. Them say we catch her red-handed. You know, say somebody commit adultery, can't she alone commit adultery, right? It has to be her and a man. But because it's a patriarchal society where men get away with everything, the people then brought this woman in front of Jesus. All of these men had their rock stone in them hand, ready to stone the woman. Because in their minds, from the teachings of Moses, that would have been the punishment for this woman, to stone her to death. And when they bring her, and Jesus said, who is without sin cast the first stone. Them know, so them sinful. Moses didn't ask them, Moses didn't say to them, who is without sin cast the first stone. Moses didn't say that to them. Moses said, oh yeah, she commit adultery, or not do anything. And them fling rock stone, take her out. You understand? So with that, Paul said Jesus was from Nazareth, but was not a Nazarene. But with that now, when Jesus said to them, he who without sin cast the first stone, they realized they could not cast that stone. Because they were sinful as well. When Jesus tell the woman, go that way and sin no more, they say, but this a man, no man, we not agree with this a man. But did that man have to go down? That man have to go down. Because some are going to just make everybody who sin get way. Then that means them are corrupt with society, because everybody are going to just do as them like, and them know so them not going to get stoned. Them are going to just do whatever. So the people started to turn against him seriously. Because he was not in alignment. You know, Moses telling them something here. But them something here are not true. Just like when them going on the Sabbath day, when them going in the field. Remember saying, when Jesus was walking with his apostles, his disciples walking with him, there were also the Pharisees and Sadducees. They were traveling with them, you know. Not because they wanted to follow Jesus, but they wanted to see what he was teaching. And they wanted to be there to say, Atya, me catch you. You're doing something that is against what Moses taught. Remember on the Sabbath day with the corn? The people then pick the corn. The disciples them hungry and pick the corn on the Sabbath day. Jesus didn't have a problem with them eating the corn on the Sabbath, picking the corn and eating it on the Sabbath day. He didn't have a problem. But the Pharisees, they had a problem with it. So what? Oh yeah, make them a pick corn on the Sabbath day. You know say in a Moses law that is not allowed. You're not allowed to go in a field and go pick no corn and them something there to eat on the Sabbath day. Because remember, you know, Per Moses' law, the Sabbath was so holy. You were not allowed to do these things. You can't go carry out your cow and your goat them on the Sabbath day. Yeah, you can't do those things. And now, see Jesus here, so having people in a pick can. So they had on the Sabbath day, so these people who were opposed to him now thought that they had something against him to prove that he was not doing what was in their existing laws that were handed down from Moses. Jesus said to them, say, "Oh, don't forget, say, it's written in your all scriptures about David. Remember, David was hungry. What did David do? David went into the synagogue. The food in the synagogue was only for the priests, the high priests, and governors and those people in the church. David was hungry. David went in there and David eat the food because him hungry. Jesus said the Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. Because you see, the Sabbath is abstract. So the Sabbath made for you to worship, not for the Sabbath to worship you. Okay? He said, make the people them eat the corn, they're hungry. You go uphold one day and say people can't eat the corn, and then the people them drop down dead. The day is still there. So Jesus brought a practical and sanitized version of the existing laws of Moses. So there were differences, because the sanitized version meant that you eat on the Sabbath, you do what you got to do on the Sabbath. You don't have to say, oh, a Sabbath, me nah turn on a light, the cow could not ball out, them could have ball from today, and me nah go look upon him till the sun go down. Jesus took away all of that. Like, that is nonsense. That is nonsense. You can't do that. The people didn't like that because they think Jesus.
What you say? The animal limb fast on Saturday.
No, the thing is, because if I go carry out the animal, if you go carry out the animal, go a pastor on Saturday, that would have been considered work. Them not to do that. So Jesus' version says, so if you now go carry out the animal, them, you're going to make them stay hungry, and then Sunday morning you wake up them dead. That don't make no sense. The animal them need food, you carry them, go make them eat food. Them need water, give them water. That's why I said, so if your ass they drop down in a one pit, you're not going to take him out. You need your ass, your donkey, to plow your land, to help you to plow your land. And because your donkey drop down in a one hole, and it is Sabbath, you're not going to take out the donkey, you're going to leave him in there, make him dead. And then Sunday morning, when you're ready to plow your land, you don't have the donkey to plow the land. Does that make sense? So that is why I said Jesus brought a practical version. It is not just a practical version, it's also a sanitized version. Yeah. And they were not the same. And people who were following him with the sanitized version faced the wrath of the people who wanted to continue with the draconian version of Moses. That's why they crucify him. Look, as we have been reading in the book of Romans, where we have been reading with Paul, the story of Paul. All right? Remember, Paul started following Jesus' version, the same version that he persecuted. Now he was preaching and teaching it. Now he's being, according to where we last read, he's being transported back to Rome so he can be tried by Caesar to see if what he's doing, he has done anything wrong, anything that is worthy of him being executed. Now he's in Rome, from where he was from originally. Now he's back in Rome, and he's being allowed, nobody bothering him. He's being allowed to preach and teach everything that he had been preaching and teaching in Judea. Nobody's bothering him. He's talking about how God is allowing these people over there, he's allowing them to do what they want to do. Remember, it spoke about these people and their reprobate minds. They are doing things that are unnatural. They are giving into unnatural behaviors, and he's allowing them. Let them continue to do what they do. Let them continue. Let them continue to do it. When we read yesterday, all right, so Paul said me like Jesus' version better. That is true, Paul. I am with you with that. I prefer that version, that sanitized version that say you can have a conversation. The sanitized version that say you can have a conversation with somebody. You don't have to be in a hurry to condemn somebody. You are in no position to throw no stone and unalive anybody because you think that what they have said or what they have done is against what your God teaches. I like that version. Yeah, where people get grace rather than big stone. Yeah. But at the same time, I have said that I believe that we ought to write our own version of commandments, of laws. That's how I feel, that we need to write our own laws that are applicable to this generation, to this time. That's just how I feel. I mean, me not sound if you feel the same way, which I know many of you do, but that is fine. I'm used to standing alone. I was born alone. But Moses, Paul, I tell you, Moses had over 600, more than 600 laws. More than 600 laws Moses had for the people. He may have had the 10 commandments that him said Jesus gave to him, but Moses had more than 600 laws for the people. And with all these laws came all these sacrifices. Bird sacrifice, blood sacrifice, third sacrifice, food sacrifice, money sacrifice, brook sacrifice, all kinds of sacrifices. So the people were constantly making these sacrifices, animal after animal after animal after animal. Jesus said, get out of here. I don't want your sacrifices. I don't want to hear nothing about your sacrifices and all these animals that you are killing. I don't want it. Don't do that for me. Okay? Moses, remember Moses tell the people them say, we have to honor the covenant that was made by our father Abraham with God, so we must circumcise. Jesus said, circumcise what? Circumcise what? Why you mutilating your body have to do with your belief? Nothing. The people that say, oh mighty God, where Jesus come from? I tell you this. When all of our generations, we have been doing it and now here he comes say, Jesus, I don't want to hear but you not circumcise, you know, or mutilate nobody. You know, go circumcise your heart. Go change your heart. That's what you need for go change. Go take off that cord that is on your heart that is filled with hatred. That is filled with jealousy and covetousness. Go take off that. And that if you go take off. Now come tell me about you go cut off your foreskin and that is supposed to make you holier than thou. No. No. No, because all bad thoughts, just like good thoughts, are conceived in the heart. That's where the conception is. And if you feed that conception, if it is something bad, and you feed that negative conception, it is going to grow into a demonic monster. That is going to spill over on the people around you and make you corrupt. If you conceive good thoughts and you nurture those good thoughts and you have them to grow, you will become a different person. You will become kind. So Jesus said, me no want no come to me, come tell me say, for you to be accepted by me, you have to go circumcise on yourself. Nothing no go so. Go circumcise on our heart. Now the people who believed in the laws of Moses, they did not want to accept that. Oh, Jesus, I come try change Moses' law. I come talk about we don't have to get circumcised. Yes, we have to get circumcised because Moses said, we have to be circumcised. When me tell you all the time, so a lot of the things that Moses told the people were not true. But because he said that God told him these things. Now what you all have to remember, before we go any further, you have to remember that Moses was in the perfect position to initiate this cult. Yeah, that's what I said. Moses was in the perfect position. Why do I say Moses was in the perfect position to initiate this cult? Remember, Moses, even though he was a descendant of Jacob initially, Moses was was raised in the Pharaoh's house. That means that Moses was aware of the religious practices of the Egyptians. Okay? The other day when we were on here, somebody, I'm yet to go look that up. I'm yet to go look it up. But somebody on here had mentioned that the commandments were the commandments that Moses presented are quite similar to some ancient religious expectations of the Egyptians. So many of us believe that what Moses presented was the first presentation of commandments, but it wasn't. And I significantly, I appreciate that person who had made mention of that in the chat. Because indeed, Moses was privy to all of this information. Because he was raised as an Egyptian. He was raised in the Pharaoh's house. He was taught the religious teachings of the Egyptians. So Moses had all of that in his background to use it to lead a people who were lost, who did not know where they came from, who needed direction, who needed somebody to lead them. Remember, in Egypt, they were nobody. They were just slaves. They by themselves did not have a cohesive community that had a leader and their own laws and stuff like that. So Moses saw these people as, hey, I could, these are my people. They're lost people. They need somebody to lead them. Hey, I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm going to grab this opportunity, and the people will believe everything I say, because after all, I am coming out of the Pharaoh's house. So Moses could have said anything. The people would have believed them. They were in bondage. When you're in slavery, when you are at your lowest, sometimes you accept any little hand that is stretched out to you. Yeah. And remember, the Egyptians were already worried that these people were multiplying so much. Remember, they had started to unalive them because they were having children. And the Egyptians were worried that with these Israelites having all these children. And so pretty soon there are going to be so many of them, they're going to take over this place. So Moses decided, you know what? I'm going to take control of this group. So he did. So Moses could have told the people just about anything. They would have gone with him. They would have listened, because they wanted their own society. They wanted their own to be established themselves as a community, and grow themselves into a country, whatever. They wanted that. But they needed somebody to lead them into that. And for them to do that, they had to take them out of Egypt. And who else would be better to remove them from Egypt but Moses? But Moses couldn't just tell them, say, get up one day and just want them to come follow him. No. He had to lace that with the belief in God. To say, well, God sent me to take you all out of this bondage, so uno come follow me. This is the God of your father Abraham, so uno come follow me. Okay? And let me make it up in the Bible. Okay? I'm just using my brain to think it through. Okay? Because somebody had asked us, so why was it that Moses was chosen and nobody else? And nobody chose Moses. Moses chose himself. Anyway, with all of that, we are going to read today. We are going to read today. Joshua Jackson, bless up yourself. Good morning. How you doing? We are still going to read, guys, because we come here today to read, so we are going to read. We are going to read the book of the Romans, chapters 7, 8, and 9. So if you have your book Bible or your Google Bible, just roll on forward with us and let us do the reading this morning. At this point where we were reading, Paul is in Rome. He's back in Rome. He's preaching, he's teaching, he's baptizing, and there are people there who are accepting the gospel that he has brought back from Judea. All right. Chapter 7 says, "Know ye not, brethren, for I speak to them that know the law, how that the law hath dominion over a man as long as he liveth. For the woman which hath a husband is bound by the law to her husband, so long as her husband is alive. But if her husband be dead, she is loosed from that law of her husband." Fair enough. "So then, if, while her husband lives, she be married to another man, she shall be called an adulteress. But if her husband be dead, she is free from that law, so that she is not an adulteress anymore, though she is married to another man." You get that? Okay. If a woman is married to her husband and her husband is alive, and the law says if she cheats on her husband, she has committed adultery, then while her husband is alive, she is bound to that law. So she's an adulteress if her husband is alive. If her husband is dead and she takes unto herself another man, you can't call her an adulteress because her husband dead. And the death of the husband has loosened her from that law. Okay? Make us continue. "Wherefore, my brethren, ye also are become dead to the law by the body of Christ, that he should be married to another, even to him who is raised from the dead, that we should bring forth fruit unto God. For when we were in the flesh, the motions of sin, which were by the law, did work in our members to bring forth fruit unto death. But now we are delivered from the law, that being dead wherein we were held, that we should serve in newness of spirit, and not in the oldness of the letter." God say, "But when you left some men, them dead to you." Ah, true, man. When you left some of them dead to you. You don't want to hear them, see them, feel them, have nothing at all to do with them. Yeah, them dead to you. Gotcha. Hold on, my phone will lose charge. Alright, see this song. Let us continue. Verse 7 says, "What shall we say then? Is the law sin? God forbid. Nay, I had not known sin but by the law, for I had not known lust, except the law had said, Thou shalt not covet." Where's something up about it today? Listen, me I go read it today and tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, me I go read this again. What do you think about that? Talk to me. "But sin, taking occasion by the commandment, wrath in me all manner of concupiscence." What a nice word. Hold on, the people. Hold on, let me look for that word there. Let me see if the context is right. Concupiscent. Wow. Strong sexual, concupiscence. That's lust or strong sexual desire. All right. Huh? Yes, that's what the word name called. Concupiscence. Let us read this again. Let me mark it right here in the Bible. All right. It says, We're going to read from verse 7 again. What shall we say then? Is the law sin? God forbid. Nay, I had not known sin but by the law, for I had not known lust, except the law had said, Thou shalt not covet. But sin, taking occasion by the commandment, wrath in me all manner of concupiscence. For without the law, sin was dead. Bring your dictionary to read it. Exactly. Exactly, Paul. Me have to Google. Me have to fork out Google. So this concupiscence is lust, strong sexual desire. And it says, but sin, taking occasion by the commandment, wrath in me all manner of concupiscence. For without the law, sin was dead. That sounds quite practical. If you don't have a law that determines what is right and what is wrong, then anything goes and you can't be considered a sinner. Because what you're doing, there's nothing that says what you're doing is wrong. So you just do it. Now, here the author is saying, before this, he never considered, that he was breaking any commandments. But now with the law, is feeling all manners of lust, because before the law that lusting was wrong. He lost and there was no consequence. He didn't feel any way about it because hey, there was nothing that said that it was wrong. Just like if there is no law against stealing, hey, you just see somebody with something, you just take it and it's no big deal. There's no law against it. You just take it and go about your business. But because there's a law that says thou shalt not steal, and if you steal people things, the police can lock you up and send you to jail, you are like, if you take something, like, no, there are consequences for me doing this. The consequence I might not like, so therefore let me leave the people them things alone. Okay? So here the same feeling the author is feeling. If there was no law against, lusting, he would not feel like he have sinned after he lusted. For without the law, sin was dead. For I was alive without the law once. But when the commandment came, sin revived and I died. And the commandment, which was ordained to life, I found to be unto death. For sin, taking occasion by the commandment, deceived me, and by it slew me. Oh, wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy, and just and good. Because you see, it's holding him accountable for things that he would not have been accountable for before. Was then that which is good made death unto me? God forbid. But sin that it might appear sin, working death in me by that which is good, that sin by the commandment might become exceedingly sinful. For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin. This author is having a struggle there. Yeah. This author is having a struggle with lust and carnal inclination. Now he's saying that with the law, saying that this is wrong, he's struggling. Like before there was this law, I was doing what I was doing, minding my own business and just doing what I was doing. But now with the law that says what I'm doing is wrong, I feel like I'm dead. That's basically what he's saying. This law has come to slay me. Let us continue. For that which I do, I allow not. For what I would, that do I not. But what I hate, that do I. If then I do that which I would not, I consent unto the law that it is good. Yeah, there's no law against it. So you just do it and you feel that it is all right and it is all good. Now then, now then, it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwells in me. For I know that in me, that is in my flesh, dwells no good thing. For, for to will is present with me. But how to perform that which is good, I find not. Yeah, he don't know to perform what is good. He is now conflicted. There is the law that says what you're doing is wrong, but you love what you're doing. You're doing what you're doing because you love it, it excites you, it delights you. And when you were doing it, you weren't thinking about it being wrong because you were feeding your lustful desires. But now that there's a law that says what you're doing is wrong, you're like, I already love it. Oh, me I got change. I mean, we expect from me now. So, it's coming like now this law comes to bring me face to face with what I was doing and make me have to examine now what I have been doing, whether it is right or wrong. And since the law says it is wrong, how am I going to escape? I'm sinning. What should I do now? I like it. I love it. What's going to happen to me now? Let's continue. For the good that I would, I do not, but the evil which I would not, that I do. So the author is basically saying, if there was a law prior to him having fallen into this lustful realm, if there was a law prior to him having fallen in that said that it was wrong, he would not have fallen in. But when he fell in, there was nothing to stop him. There was no law that said it was wrong. So he just did as he will. Now, if I do that I would not, it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwells in me. Something got to get blamed. So now it is the sin that is in him that is making him do it. Because now he feels guilty. All right, now he feels guilty. I find then a law that when I would do good, evil is present in me. For I delight in the law of God after the inward man. But I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind, and bringing me into captivity to the law of sin which is in my members. O wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of this death? I thank God through Jesus Christ our Lord. So then, with the mind, I myself serve the law of God, but with the flesh, the law of sin. Oh, this man is struggling. He is struggling. He's having a hard time. He's having a hard time. Free will comes with consequences, either good or evil. Exactly. There are consequences, There are consequences for our actions. But now, the author here, he is conflicted in himself. He calls himself a wretched man, or wretched man that I am. Yeah. Who shall deliver me? Who shall deliver me from the body of this death? Why does he feel like he's a wretched man? Because with the presence of the law against his current activities, he's now feeling guilty. I am sinning. I've been sinning and I didn't even know it because there was no law to prevent me from being lustful and carnal in my activities. There wasn't any. But now that there is a law against my activities, I'm conflicted. What can I do? Let us move on into the Romans chapter 8. There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Christ Jesus, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. Yes, Andrea, the conscience, the living conscience, that is what is bothering him. Because he said, the things that I would not do, had there been a law against it, I am already doing. Yes. So his conscience is bothering him. So he wants to know, who going to deliver me? Who is going to deliver me from this sin? When I sinned before, I started sinning before there was any law against it. So who going to deliver me? Hold on there. Why my phone not charge? Okay. Okay. Let us continue. There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Christ Jesus, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For the law of the Spirit of life in Jesus Christ hath made me free from the law of sin and death. For the law of the Spirit of life in Jesus Christ hath made me free from the law of sin and death. For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, God sending his own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin, condemned sin in the flesh, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. And that is the book of Romans chapter 8 and verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be. So the carnal mind is not of God. It cannot be. So then, they that are in the flesh cannot please God. But ye are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit, if so be that the Spirit of God dwell in you. Now if any man have not the Spirit of God, he is none of his. And if Christ be in you, the body is dead because of sin, but the Spirit is life because of righteousness. But if the Spirit of him that raised up Jesus from the dead dwell in you, he that raised up Jesus from the dead shall also quicken your mortal bodies by his Spirit that dwells in you. Therefore, brethren, we are debtors not to the flesh, to live after the flesh. For if ye live after the flesh, he shall die. But if he through the Spirit do mortify the deeds of the body, he shall live. Michibu sent you here. Thank you so much, that girl HB. Thank you for coming. Anna B said, that's what I needed to hear this day. Oh, thank you for coming, my love. You are at a great place at the right time. There's no condemnation over here. Oh, sorry. Okay, Anna B. Okay, Mrs. Ayu. All right, Mrs. Ayu, Michibu. Okay, let us continue. Verse 14. For as many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God. For ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but ye have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. Now remember, you remember when we were reading the book on this foundation, that book was, the setting of that book was in Jerusalem, and the girls in the characters in the book called their father Abba. Abba is an ancient Hebrew word for father. Just like we just say daddy, they say Abba. The Spirit itself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of God. And if children, then hears of God, and joint heirs with Christ, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. For the earnest expectation of the creature waits for the manifestation of the sons of God. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who hath subjected the same in hope. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of God. For we know that the whole creation groans and travails in pain together until now. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit, the redemption of our body. For we are saved by hope. But hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man sees, why does he hope for? Ha ha! Exactly. Exactly. Hope is not seen. Hope is merely a desire. Yeah. I hope for something. I've not seen it yet. I haven't experienced it yet. All I have right now is a longing for it. For we are saved by hope. But hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man sees, why does he hope for it? You already have it. You know, hope for that because you already have it. All right, let us continue. But if we hope for that which we have not seen, then do we with patience wait for it. Likewise, the Spirit also helps our infirmities, for we know not what we should pray for as we ought, but the Spirit itself makes intercessions for us with groanings which cannot be uttered. Hope is a spiritual desire, right? Hope is a desire within us. I hope to have a new car, but I don't have the car, so I can't drive the car. All I can do is hope for it. Yeah. I hope for it, I work towards it, and then I get it. And I don't no longer hope for it because now I have it. So the things you already have, you can't hope for them anymore because you already have it. The things you hope for are things that you have not yet experienced, things that you don't have at the moment. And he that searches the heart knows what is the mind of the Spirit, because he makes intercession for the saints according to the will of God. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestine to be conformed to the image of his Son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. Welcome into the live, my people. How are y'all doing? You are in the live of Trev from Trevessence, where we gather here to read the Bible for ourselves with absolutely no connection to any particular religion or denomination. This is a free will space where you come to listen to the reading of the Bible. Yeah, acquainting ourselves with its contents, all right? Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called. And whom he called, them he also justified. And whom he justified, them he also glorified. What shall we then say to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us? He that spared not his own son, but delivered him up for us all, how shall we not with him also freely give us all things? Who shall lay anything to the charge of God's elect? It is God that justifies. Who is he that who is he that condemns? It is Christ that died, yea, rather, that is risen again, who is even at the right hand of God, who also makes intercessions for us. Who shall separate us from the love of Christ? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or the sword? Who shall separate us from the love of Christ? As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. For I am persuaded that neither death nor life, for I am persuaded that neither death nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of God, which is in Christ Jesus our Lord. All right, there ends the reading of Romans chapter 8. For those of you who are just coming or just discovering my accounts, my channel, I want to say thank you so much for coming. I sincerely appreciate you all as we travel on this road, as we do this journey of reading the Bible for ourselves. I appreciate all of you who have chosen to stop by. There's my friend Kevin. Kevin Allen, what's up? How are you doing, my love? Good to see you. Happy Saturday morning to you. There is Kevin right there on the live. Welcome, my love. We now have one chapter left for this morning. One chapter to go. We are going to now read chapter 9 of the book of the Romans. So if you're just coming, if you have your book Bible, your Google Bible, whichever one you have, roll on up with us and let us start reading. Chapter 9 says, I say the truth in Christ. I say the truth in Christ. I do not lie. My conscience also bears me witness in the Holy Ghost that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. I wonder why Paul is having all this sorrow in his heart. Is it not? Is it's telling me, watch a Fitus, you come. We were reading about Festus 2 days ago. You all remember, guys, we're reading about Festus, that governor there in Jerusalem who was trying Paul. Now Festus was his name. Wasn't that his name, guys? I could have swear I saw him did name. Could have swear him did name Festus. Hold on, let me look, because somebody say I know Festus him did name. Really? So now tell me, say me have a senior moment? Hold on, the man. I think the man's name was Festus. Where Kadoy? I gotta call you for to come rescue me. Because the people them said the man name wasn't Festus. Who remember me read about the man named Festus recently? Uno make me feel like say me I get forgetful. And when the people them there were always there. The people who are always here, you're supposed to not just be here and I look at my pretty face, you know. You're supposed to be here and listening and learning and can help me, can catch me up, you know? When me no remember something. Now that's what they're here for. Card say Festus. Oh yes, Festus was the name. Alright. That's why I have to call for Card, you know, for rescue me. More while. Alright, so if Card say I saw it go, I saw it go. So let us continue with chapter 9 of the book of Romans, my friends. All right. I was just talking about Festus because I see somebody come there so name Fitos. But anyway, I say the truth in Christ. I do not lie. My conscience also bears me witness in the Holy Ghost. Okay, Annalie says our first time over here. She's working while listening. Welcome, Annalie. You're at the right place at the right time and in the right company. I say the truth. Hold on. I say the truth in Christ. I do not lie. My conscience also bears witness in the Holy Ghost that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. For I could wish that myself were accursed from Christ for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh. We are Israelites, to whom pertaining the adoption, and the glory, and the covenants, and the giving of the law, and the service of God, and the promises, whose are the fathers, and of whom are as concerning the flesh Christ came, who is over all, God blessed forever. Amen. Not as though the word of God hath taken none effect, for they are not all Israel, which are of Israel. Neither, because they are the seed of Abraham, are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called. Because remember Isaac, now remember Esau and Jacob. So when they say that not everybody who is a descendant of Abraham is supposed to be called an Israelite, they are right. Because remember, are only the descendants of Jacob then considered to be Israelite. So the picture them of his brother Esau, who did gone to go live over on the other side there, them not considered to be Israelites. You know see that? This reading today emphasized strongly about conscience testing and restoration of one's spiritual consciousness. Exactly. So let me read this again. Neither, let me see this. Whose are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Christ came? Who is over all? God blessed forever. Amen. Because they have the wrong spirit in their vessels. Not as though the word of God hath taken none effect, for they are not all Israel, which are of Israel. Neither, because they are the seed of Abraham, are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called. That is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of God, but the children of the promise are counted for the seed. Annalise said, they are not all in the spirit of righteousness. Exactly. So you can say that you're a descendant of Abraham, but not because you're a descendant of Abraham. That doesn't mean anything. Yeah. Let us continue. Unless you are converted or following these particular laws, you are not considered. For this is the word of promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. Renata! Oh my gosh, there is my Brazilian friend Renata. Is here, Renata? How you doing? Good to see you. Happy Saturday to you. I know you are what, like 12 hours ahead of me, so it is like 9 o'clock for me now. 9:30 actually, almost. Yeah, so it's maybe at night time for you now. But welcome, Renata. Good to see you again, as always. All right, let us continue. For this is the word of promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of God according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calls. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. And remember that we read that back in Genesis, somewhere around there, that the elder shall serve the younger with them two boys. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. You remember, at that time I did say me not understand how comes. Them say I gotta talk to him, and God is the one who is outrightly saying, Jacob I love, but Esau I hate. The hate is a strong word. Not true. Yeah. The word hate is a very strong word. But it's how the Bible says, and me say so. I'm sorry, Renata. Okay, Renata say, I'm sorry, I do not speak English. I'm sorry, my dear. I am actually reading the Bible. Okay? People over there upon the talk, you know, say actually I want me there here almost. You know, so by this time, if all of you who come, did that tap on the screen, you know, so by the time I pass 20k likes, I want me do wrong too, no? I can't have to chastise me, so what me do wrong too, no? The people over there on the tube, me sure say, when I finish, I'm going to look on the statistics of this live, I'm going to see more than 1,000 of you have come, peeped in and looked into the live. And only 8 of you hit the like button. I like being here, we don't know, but you can't just incentivize my presence. You can't incentivize my presence by tapping on the screen and hitting the like button. Me Jesus. Let us continue. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God? All right. You see, that is a practical question. Because if God is going to say he hates, the word hate being such a strong word, if he's going to say he hates somebody, then the asking whether or not God is capable of hatred would be a practical question. Because based on the presentation of God to us, we don't think God is capable of anything negative, no hatred, no lying, no stealing, none of that. So this hatred that is being pronounced here it really takes us aback. I am doing great, my love. How are you doing, sis? Happy Saturday morning to you. Yeah. So let us continue. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God? God forbid. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So you see, that sounds like a selection process. I will choose who to have mercy and compassion on. So then, it is not of him that will, nor of him that run, but of God that shows mercy. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will, he hardens. Okay, KZN. KZN, I see you, my love. How are you doing? Verse 19 says, Thou wilt say then unto me, Why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will? Nay, nay, but O man, who art thou that replies against God? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, Why hast thou made me thus? Why have you made me like this? Hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? All right, so you're here. I said to God, I want to make you make me so. Why you make me so? He said, well, I am the potter. You are the clay. The potter has the authority over the clay to make one pot prettier than the other, to make one pot that he loves and the other that he hates. Because he make Jacob and Esau, but him love Jacob and him hate Esau. So he said, well, the potter has the authority to do that. What if God, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endure with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had before prepared unto glory? Even us, whom he hath called, not of the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles, as he saith unto as he saith also in OC. In OC is a place. That sounds like a place. Let me look for it. There's a place called OC in the Bible. Okay, so here it says OC or Hosea, whose name signifies a savior, was the first in the order of time among those who are commonly called lesser prophets, because their prophecies are short. He prophesied in the kingdom of Israel, that is, of the 10 tribes, about the same time that Isaiah prophesied in the kingdom of Judah. Okay? So that is this OC they are talking about. As he said also in OC, I will call them my people, which were not my people, and her beloved, which were not beloved. So those are the Pharisees, which were the Gentiles, which were not Israelites. So they were not considered in the beginning. But afterwards, he said he called everybody. He called everybody, he, she, and the old lady, everybody to come. Whosoever will may come. Whosoever believes, come. And it shall come to pass. Annalise says she wants to say something on a request. Go ahead, Annalie. Give me 2 seconds before you send the request. Give me 2 seconds. Let me finish reading this. Hold your thought and let me finish reading it. I'm coming close to the end of chapter 9, and I don't want to, I don't want to distract my people. All right, so hold on a second for me, my love. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there shall they be called the children of the living God. Isaiah also cried concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved. For he will finish the work and cut it short in righteousness, because a short work will the Lord make upon the earth. And as Isaiah said before, except the Lord of Sabbath had left us a seed, we had been as Sodom and been made like unto Gomorrah. Make we read this today again. And as Isaiah said before, except the Lord of Sabbath had left us a seed, we had been as Sodom and been made like unto Gomorrah. Do I need to say anything else? Okay. What shall we say then? That the Gentiles which followed not after righteousness have attained to righteousness, even the righteousness which is of faith. But Israel, which followed after the law of righteousness, hath not attained to the law of righteousness. So you see, just like we were talking about earlier when we were talking about the Americans who were born here, who have the gift and the authority and the opportunities that is afforded by the U.S. laws, they do not take advantage of them. But when immigrants come here and they take advantage and they suffer and they struggle and they achieve something, Americans have the audacity to say immigrants are taking their jobs and immigrants are, doing all these things that they had the opportunity to do. So we're kind of filling them with jealousy. So it's the same thing here. It's the same thing here. They are dying of jealousy. And the thing is, they don't have to be jealous. They don't have to be angry. They don't have to be jealous because all the opportunities are there. So it's the same thing here the Bible is saying with the Jews. All of this was given to you because remember when Jesus first came, he said he came to redeem the Jews, to deliver the Jews out of the hands of the oppressors. He came to deliver the Jews, and the Jews reject him. So he opened it all to everybody. And now they still have a problem. Like, so why open it up to everybody? Why the Gentiles are included? And now the Gentiles are even serving this Jewish God more than how the Jews are serving him. The Gentiles even appreciate him more than how the Jews appreciate him. Ain't that something? Let us continue. But Israel, which follow after the law of righteousness, hath not attained to the law of righteousness. Wherefore, because they sought it not by faith, but as it were by the works of the law, for they stumbled at that stumbling stone. As it is written, Behold, I say in Zion, a stumbling stone and rock of offense, and whosoever believes on him shall not be ashamed. Here ends the reading of the book of the Romans, chapter 9. And with that, we have come to the reading this morning. We read chapters 7, 8, and 9 of the Romans. Annalie, you said you wanted to say something. The floor is open. You may log on. You may request to be brought up, and so you can say what you got to say. Because remember, guys, this is my platform is always open for anybody and everybody to share their views. I mean, the views may not be in alignment with mine, but it don't matter. Share it. Don't make nobody call you down. You understand? Share your views. Share your thoughts. Because if we all had the same thoughts, what a mix-up world this would be. Yeah. So, Annalise, you are welcome to share your thoughts, my love. The floor is yours. Go ahead.
Greetings and grand rising, sister, once again. Teresa. I'm calling you Teresa, but no. Can you say your name for me, please?
Trev.
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 Let me
Like
get
you
out
want
of
to
the
say
echo.
Trevor, but you stop at Trev.
Trev. Okay, thank you, my love, Trev. Thank you for having me. Okay, about Esau and Jacob, I just wanted to say two things that came to me as I'm listening to you. And you reading the Bible so lovely. It's my daily bread. That song just keep coming in my heart as I'm hearing you read. Thank God. So Esau and Jacob, um, when you read that God hate Esau, but he loved Jacob, right? Is that the one?
Yes, that's what it said here in chapter
Yes.
9 and verse 13 of the Romans.
Yes, and I don't correct me if I'm wrong, but I just thought I said, well, I think it's not the hatred of a person because as God has created us, yes, He created us and as body, as flesh, we know that our body is not us, but we dwell within our bodies like our body is closed, for our soul, and our soul never dies, that energy never die, right? So it's like that energy that is inside the body that God created when he created the flesh. So Esau and Jacob is flesh. But what about the spirit that's inside that body? You know what I mean? Sometimes you think so deep you can't even
Yes, you
put
can't even
words
understand. You,
to
you are
say what
thinking
you're
so
thinking.
deeply. I know you are like, you confuse yourself just thinking about it. And you know the thing, Annalise, we don't want to believe based on the way how God has been presented to us. We don't want to think that he's capable of anything that is negative. We don't want to hear that he said he hated somebody. We don't want to hear that he said that he will destroy somebody because that don't sound godly, right? But
Not me, but most people I would
a
presume.
lot of people don't want to hear that because to them the way God is presented as being without fault, without sin, and because we consider those things to be sinful acts, hatred and destruction, we don't want to associate those things with God. But
Right.
realistically, as it said here, he has the right to give compassion to who we want to, and to refrain from giving compassion to whoever he don't want to. He is the potter. He is the one who carves these vases. So he has the authority to carve it how he wants to. So if him carve this one looking nice and pretty, everybody adores it, and him carve that one ugly as a mug, it was his choice as the potter. So you, the person who were carved out, you really don't have no say over it because you didn't carve yourself. And he has that
And as
authority,
the
so him do
potter,
as he please.
okay. And as you're talking and I'm seeing the potter, say the potter made this pot, right? This clay pot. And there's two of them, Isaac and Jacob. God created the two pots. And they're empty. They're empty vessels. And inside of Isaac was poured in a spirit of damnation, a spirit of unrighteousness, and this pot is filled with all these low vibrational spirits, while the other
Exactly.
pot is filled with all these good spirit, the spirit of love, the spirit of upliftment, the spirit of light and enlightenment, and all these great spirits is filled inside of that pot. So then God will come in and say, I give you free will. That's why the pots were empty, because as he created the pot, he left the pot empty. That's where free will comes in. So it is your choice to choose if you want to fill your vessel with righteousness or unrighteousness. So now when you're living a life that God is not of, he cannot be with the unrighteousness, because that's the one thing throughout the Bible. God is always trying to show us that we have to be and we have to strive after righteousness. And so if we fill our vessel with unrighteousness, then God will surely hate that. And then God will say, I hate Isaac. It's not the vessel itself he hates, but it is what is inside the vessel.
But I input it in the vessel. He is the one who filled up Isaac with all those undesirable low vibration energies. I mean, so
Well, that is interesting. I'm gonna look at it, and
yeah, I
you know,
mean,
I'm
who
gonna look
else?
at
The
that. But
same,
what I know
this
is,
the same entity. Sorry, not to cut you, but the same entity that could
no,
have filled Jacob with all these high vibration goodness energies is the same entity that filled Esau with the complete opposite. So
okay, now from what I've seen is that once again the free will, the free will, God, when he created us, he say, you have free will. It is your choice to choose to be good or to not be good. It's just a choice. If you want to sit in the darkness, roll with the darkness, so you want to roll with the light. So if you choose to roll with the darkness, God give you more of that. So in the end, when he said he hardened their heart, he give you a heart that is hardened. He's just giving you more of what you choose.
but
This is my take on it.
you see where the author, when we were reading earlier, where the author was so upset with himself. He's so upset with himself because he says that before there was any law, he was, all of this lustful activity that he had been engaging him, it did not feel sinful because there was no law to tell him that it was wrong. Now, though, that there is a law that is saying that these lustful behaviors is wrong, he's cursing himself. He's angry at himself. Like, I'm doing things that I would not have done if there was no law. If there was a law against it, I wouldn't be doing it. But there was no law against it, so I was doing it. But now that there is a law, am I going to be held responsible for what I did before there was a law? Or am I going to be I'm not responsible for it because there wasn't any law? What's going to be the deal? And he's so angry at himself.
Yes, and that's good. That's good
That's his
godliness
conscience.
with
At
that.
least his conscience is
Yes,
he's examining himself to say, whether or not, he's sinning at the moment. The actions that you're engaging in right now are now considered to be a sin. It's like you could have been driving down the road at 60 miles an hour. I'm always peeling out of here at 60 miles an hour, going down the street 60 miles an hour. But there are no speed limits, and there is no law to say that I cannot drive 60, 80, 100 miles an hour down the street. But then, whoops, the people start complaining and they say, you know what? The people drive on the street too fast. There are children playing around here. We cannot afford people to be driving so fast. So they put a speed limit, 20 miles an hour. So now I know that I can no longer go 60. There's no
because there's a
consequences.
law
Right, there's no law.
and the
Now with
law
that law comes consequences for me to go 60. So if I go 60 now, I'm being charged. I'm not going to be charged for having gone 60 for the last 10 years I've been here. But now after this law is
this is
passed, I will be charged for going 60 in a 20-mile zone. It's like the same thing. Hold on there,
So this
Annalise.
now also brings me, yes, ma'am.
Wait, say what you're gonna say before me say it, before me make God speak.
This now also brings me to how God say, remember my law, to keep my law and my commandments. You see how it's so beautiful how you use that as an analogy. And God also says the same words. He said, remember my law, to keep my commandments. You know what I mean? It just
Yes,
reminds me that
I get what you are
also
saying.
that there's something that you said too that reminded me of when Christ was on the cross and he said, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. As you were saying that there was once upon a time this man did not know that what he was doing was wrong until he come to a place when something else happened and now he know that it's wrong.
There is now
And
a
so
law.
therefore it, yes, and it reminds me of when Christ said, forgive them for they don't even know what they are doing. So sometimes we do things, it's all there in the Bible. We do things and we're doing things, just living our lives, and we don't know what we're doing is offensive to ourselves.
Hmm. And
You know what
remember,
I mean?
Paul,
And then when we,
Paul was a Roman. When Paul went to Judea, he went there with his same Roman behaviors that he was doing. Remember, he was a man who was a lover of men. So when he went there, he was the same. But when he got converted and he started to preach and teach, he couldn't preach and teach it because that wasn't what Jesus had preached and taught. So now he's back in Rome and he's examining himself. Like, I never heard the gospel of Jesus before I went to Judea. I never heard anybody say that this was wrong before I went to Judea. Now I went over there and I have learned and I am now teaching and preaching the same thing that I was doing. I'm preaching against the same
against,
this yes, I'm preaching and teaching against the same behaviors that I have been a part of
yes,
all my life. So now I don't know. God forgive. I don't know if I should ask for forgiveness. Should I be forgiven for actions that I did before, or am I now going to be punished if I do these actions after I'd been converted? What's the deal? And so he's angry at himself. Which enough to be angry at himself because he didn't know. It was not a part of his culture. It was not a part of his culture for him not to be. It was acceptable. All they were do anything. You just said them doing what they want to do. They just did what they want to do and lived how they chose to live. But now when he went over there, he realized that there was this gospel that was teaching. At first, he joined with the Jews and he was persecuting every apostle of Jesus. He was the one who, I think they had sent for him just
he was
because
killing Christians.
right, just because of how brutal he was. And he was proud of it while he was doing it. After he got converted, you see where he still used that. Whenever he was communicating with the people of the law, he would tell them, you remember who I was? You remember who I was? I was the head cook and buckle washer in Jerusalem who persecuted all the people who preached this same gospel that I am preaching now. I was the one who heard all their who heard all their testimonies. I was the one who made the determination who should go to prison and who should go straight to the gallows. I was the one who made that call. And look at me now. Look at me now. Even I was converted, was struck down and converted. And now the same gospel that I persecuted is the same gospel I am teaching and
And
preaching
preaching.
and baptizing people in.
So now he come out of the dark and he's into the light
And
and
now
he's
he's,
born again.
yes, and now he's examining himself like where he was before he had this holy conviction. And now that he has this holy, he's comparing both his lives. Like, you know, where am I? What am I? He's examining himself. Holy.
So my sister, so what because I'm at work, I just want to finish off real quick. I said two things that came to my mind. The first one was about Jacob and Esau, how I just saw and I said it already. The second thing I just wanted to say is that, we can read the Bible. A lot of people read the Bible and we read it very well, and we get the understanding sometimes halfway. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's not everyone that can read the Bible and really understand the different dimensions of what it is saying. You know what I mean? If you know you would pray, we would pray first before we crack the Bible. You can hold your Bible and say, God, reveal to me what you are saying in this book. And so I've seen people, right? I've seen Bible scholars and people that are teaching the Bible, very educated and intelligent people, yet still they are so lost and they have no idea what the Bible is trying to convey. But they think because of their years,
Become like
their
Apollos.
extensive years, of studying and going to college and Bible college, that they think they would know better than a small person like, say, myself, that never went to big scholar,
Just
you
like
know, all
myself, my love.
big
Because I don't
titles.
know nothing that's in the Bible. I don't purport to know. I don't know anything. We're just reading, going along, and getting the understanding as we go along.
So maybe that's why it impressed on me then to say, before you read the, see, it is in our hearts. It's in our heart. You see, if you take the Bible, it's very dear to me. It is my everything. It's, to me, the Bible is the most valuable thing on this planet Earth. It is the most valuable thing for me. For me, it doesn't have to be that way for everyone. So when it comes onto the Bible, you know, it is very dear to my spirit and my soul. And what I've realized is that if someone goes to the Bible, a bunch of people, and they want to read the Bible to get the understanding, but if it is not in your heart, if you don't have a willing heart really seeking God, God will not reveal his secrets and his treasure of the Bible. You will read it and you will get certain amount of understanding, but you will not get, you know what I'm saying? Because see, it comes, reading the Bible and getting the full understanding, it comes with a intimate personal relationship with the Lord. That's very
Then, then,
important.
then listen. Then
Because
listen to me now. Hold on there now, Miss, no, Miss Annalise. Not to go too far from what you just said, but listen. If somebody has to have an intimate relationship with God to be able to read the Bible and understand it, then it's not calling for people like me, right? Then the Bible
why
is not for
not?
people
I
like
don't
me,
know.
right? Because if
Why?
it has to
Are
wait
you
for me
on?
to get that personal and intimate relationship with God to understand the Bible, where would I have gotten that intimate relationship with God from then? If I have to have it
Oh,
first before I am able to read the Bible,
Can I
before
say
He will
something?
accept me reading the Bible. Just asking.
Can
Go
I
okay.
say
ahead,
All
Card.
something?
right.
Card, the floor is
Let
yours.
her say so.
Yeah, it's like what's the guest name there? Annalise.
Annalie.
Annalise, how you doing? Um, it is like I'm touching on the subject you're talking about. It's like me getting to meeting somebody for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and the person walk up to me and say, "Hi, hi, how are you doing?" And I'm like, I don't know him. He's a stranger. I don't talk to strangers.
I can't say hi because he's a
Um,
stranger.
yeah. So how are you gonna get a relationship with somebody if you can't at first even initiate a
Exactly.
conversation a
Right.
conversation with them?
Yes, this is
So
truth that you're saying.
mhm, right.
It begins,
But
that's
what I
exactly
really
also
came
what I just said. It begins, it has to begin somewhere. However, like
right.
you guys are just said, you're not going to just meet a person and that person knows your secrets and you open up all yourself to a person that don't spend time with you, a person that you just met. No, you know that it's the same thing for spirituality and God. God opened up himself and he reveals his secret to ones who spend intimate time with him. God is not going to open up himself to a person that just came by
And
and said hi.
another thing that the Christian community say is that God does not listen or hear the prayers of sinners. If I'm a
Nonsense.
sinner and I'm trying to come to Christ, How in the world, how am I going to get to him
If him
if
not
he
going
don't
to
listen
listen
to
to
us in
me.
a prayer?
Exactly. Nonsense.
There's there is two parts to that. I can try and explain a little bit.
Take your time.
It's not true and it's true at the same time, because the Bible also tells us that the fervent prayer of the righteous availeth much.
But who is
See,
the
the Bible
righteous?
doesn't say
Who is righteous?
the ones that seek after
You see,
righteousness,
that
the
is the
one that is
thing. That
always
is
on
the
the right
thing.
side of the Lord. Mhm.
Okay, that is the thing with a lot of Christian people believe that they are Christian. They
But
get this
can I let me say what I came to say,
oh, say it,
so that I
sorry.
can go because I'm gonna go into a bunch of noise. My my question has been all the time. You read the part where it says, Jacob I love, but Esau
I
I
hate.
hated. Now, if God is God of love, if I pull a cup with water to the brim, it's full of water. It don't matter how I empty it, how I pour it out, I am not gonna get lemonade from it. So if God is a God of love, where does he get this hate to hate Esau?
Because the Bible also tells us that God hates wickedness and unrighteousness.
But
So
who would
if
have
you are
made
a
Esau
person that
wicked?
does wickedness, he, you choose to do. There is wickedness in the world. Remember, there is yin and yang. There's good and bad. There's good and bad. And it starts before man was even created, because he was in the heavens before God even created the vessel. Remember, there was a war in heaven in Genesis. That's why Satan got kicked out of heaven. When he was Lucifer in heaven, he got kicked out. He's no
You
longer
can't have
Lucifer.
a war in heaven if the people if there was nobody created before. So it
Exactly.
can't.
So
It
who was
can't
There
happen.
warring
were
who?
angels. There were angels. In Genesis, it tells us that Satan wanted his own kingdom, and there was disagreement between Satan and God, even though in Genesis, that's what it says. The
Who
Bible
created
says this.
Satan?
It's in Genesis, it said that God created him. God
Right.
created all the angels. They were all angels. And Lucifer, which was God's right hand man, became to a place where he felt that he was powerful, he was beautiful, and he wanted to run things. He wanted his
Mm-hmm.
way. And God said, okay, then go and have your own kingdom. And so he got kicked out of heaven. This is what it says in Genesis. And he got kicked onto the earth
Yeah,
with
that
his
that I
followers.
understand fully everything that you just said. What I don't understand
That's
is,
the okay.
hmm?
No, I said okay because I thought that would have been the answer to the question that you had asked.
I fully understand that. But if God is the one who created uh the enemy, the devil,
Esau.
whatever you want to call him, like why?
Well, sometimes our own kids turn against us. We birth them, we push them out, and then they turn around and even
Yeah,
want to kill you. I read an article
and
where
that.
a
But
woman
this is
just got
this is
killed.
why.
But we don't have control over those kids because they have their mind. We
Right.
were only the vessels to be to vessels of creation that brought them into this world. But they have their own mind. We are not able to put into them what God is able to put into us. If He make us and He's able to make our heart so pure and kind and all of these things. Why
He
did
gave
we
us
need
free
the
will.
negative energy? Why did we need the competition? Why did we need all this negativity of hate and anger and all of that? And if he can say,
Yes,
well,
the reason
I
the
am
reason why
capable
my
of
sister.
loving and I am also capable of hating. I am capable of
Yes,
giving and I am capable of
capable
withholding.
of taking.
Yes,
Yes, that is
all
God.
of this from you.
Hmm.
So, I mean,
That is
it is
God. That is
plausible that
true.
somebody would want to know, well, if God can hate, why can't I?
Um,
Well, God hate. He
I'm
wants
not
us to
really,
not to.
really
We're
coming
not
from
supposed to
the
love
point of
wickedness.
questioning, um, you know, of questioning. I just need an understanding of like why, because yeah, whether it be male or female, but we don't really have control over anything
this child comes to the earth with. But God now is different.
Different.
Yeah. He knows the end from the beginning. Right. So this is my question.
The music came in and blotted out half of what you were saying, sis. But let me just say, for all of us, the three of us that's here, there is answer to all our questions. There is answer to all our
I'm
questions.
hoping. I just want to know what it is.
Yeah, you know what happened? What I did many years ago, I learned, I asked the universe. I started with just saying, universe, this is my question. And it would happen where in that same day I would get the answer. And I just started asking all my questions years ago when I first learned about just asking your question to the universe.
So can I ask you a personal question?
Yes.
Who created the universe?
Oh, that's not a personal. That's not a personal question, sis.
That's like saying like the Catholics do. Mary.
Listen, the Bible says God created everything. He created the heavens. To answer your question, that's not a personal question. I thought you was asking me a personal question about me. But a general question like that, that's a big question.
No, I mean
in Genesis.
That's what I really meant.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, my love. It's okay. As far as what the Bible says, God created it. God created the universe. The good question is, who created God? You know what I'm saying? In Genesis, it says God created the heavens and the earth, and he created everything. Everything. That's what it says in Genesis. So the universe, God created it.
Right.
According to the Bible.
If he created it, this is exactly why I asked you that question. So if he created it, it's like saying, well, I am not going to
evergreen, what's up?
Any questions that I have, I'm going to ask the creation, but not the creator.
Well, no, I ask God. I have a personal relationship with God. I talk to God daily. God is like to me.
The universe.
It's separate. It's different. I was just sharing with you that years ago when I first learned about asking the universe your questions. Yeah, that's different. You know, and that's okay. You can still, God is not going to be upset with you for asking his creation a question. Like God created you right here. I can ask you a question. God created my teacher. When I go to school and I say, teacher, what is X, Y plus Z? It's not a problem. You can ask the universe. The universe is there. You can go to the ocean and ask the ocean a question and have a conversation with the ocean. God ain't going to be mad at you for that.
But you tell me if you got on mad man. No. Let's me turn up and talk to the sea. Oh, sea, I see. Where shall I be?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, but I am like that. See, if you conceive that, if you take that to be crazy, then it's okay. I am the type of person that go and hug a tree. I am the type of person that go and feed the ducks and the birds and say, hey, how you doing? And feed them.
Your plants.
Wait a second.
Oh, yeah.
In her defense, you do talk to your plants.
Well, I do, but me not expect a response. Me not expect them to answer.
But they do. They answer with the way you don't think so. How they look so beautiful. So the energy is.
I do talk to them.
Every living thing. Yes, and it's alive, and it gives off energy. So it can speak back to you with vibrations, energy.
Okay.
Hey, beloveds, it was so wonderful. I gotta go now because you know I steal a little time while I'm.
Oh, it was an absolute pleasure, Annalie. Come again. You got to come again. I love your energy. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much for having me. See you next time. And Card, thank you for coming. And just ask your questions, honey.
Yes.
For all of us, we ask the first, and surely an answer will come.
Okay.
All right, Sister Annalie, you have yourself a great day, my love. Desiree, what's up? Desiree, you know, enjoy the conversation. Nice good conversation between me and Annalie and Card. You see, that's why I'm so glad that I started to do this double streaming. Me like it, you know. I like it, guys, because now the people on the tube can hear what my people on the talk are saying, and we can just chat and vibes, and we can get 2 for 1. Yeah, yeah, 2 for 1. That's okay. 2 for 1. So at the same time, I'm on the tube, I'm on the talk. So yeah, I like it. I love it. Cause you don't know how I love your presence. I love your presence so much. You always have stimulating questions and conversations always turn all the way up when you come. Lord Jesus. Kzen, Kzen, what's up? Right, you know, I want
All
to.
right.
Where
Listen,
it?
I'm gonna run.
Where you go?
Huh?
Where you go?
No way. No way. I just was gonna let you, do what you do.
Me done read. Me done
Okay,
read.
okay.
Me read all the way to chapter 9. Me done read for the morning. Me was just finishing up here, and then we up off for right now while me go water my plants
But
them run and back and stuff.
going back to where you were reading there in chapter 9, I think I mentioned
Eh,
to you the other day. I sent you a voice note, and I said, "My goodness, I'm sitting here reading Romans chapter 9, and this is mind blowing, right? Talking
eh,
about all Israel is not Israel,
eh.
and talking about the same thing you just read,
Yes,
my love and Esau and all these. And I'm like, wow, this Romans chapter 9 here,
it's something
it's a
else.
part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not all of them. Yeah, it is. It is interesting. King's Maestro, what's up? What are you doing? What Kazan say? Kazan say send me some of your followers. Kazan, me need to see you actively over there on the tube. Yeah, you need to put up some shots over there. I don't see you doing nothing over there. Put up your shots. Me send me people come. I send me people them come, but them not come just look by your face. Them want you if you put up shots, put up some sitting where you eat, put up your garden, put up yourself a drive, go somewhere. Put up some money somewhere, something. Yeah, put up something for them come look pan. Yeah, yeah. Put up yourself a fix something. You fix something, put up yourself a block up something. You know? I make them come look. Them will come look. Put up some shots, you
Some
see? Yeah, man. Not your card?
tree, some coconut. You can go to the ocean.
Yes, there's so much that you can do. Just put up something over there. May I start this new thing, where may I put content. Everything a content. Everything is going to be content. Uno go and tired if you see me. Yes. Uno I got tired for see me. Me a vacuum a content. Me a go up the stairs a content. Me wake up early in the morning, me go do a walk is content. Me have look at my garden is content. Me buy one flowers and me a plant it is content. Me get up and me a fry 2 dumpling is content. The pot burn up is content. Yeah. And YouTube alone, you can put just a 15-20 minutes of it and show it and just say something and go about your business. It's content. Somebody will watch it. Yeah. When you have good time and you want to sit down and make one good long video, me not say make no good long video. Can me sit down and make one video, me fight and make one video, 2 hours. Me did 3 hours of fight with this video. Finish the video and all when me finish it 10 times, me not pleased with it. And me scrappy and me start over again. Before me know it, I spent hours on this video. When me put it up, 10 view. 2 week pass, 20 view. Me say what the heck? And me we come here, so me we sit down for 1 hour talking about a current event, talking about something. And when I come off, me say me have 3,000 views. Which one would you da pick? My only problem is not because YouTube tap pay me. I want strangle, let me see. But anyway, that would have been my only problem. But at least me getting the people to see me and see my channel and stuff. So, oh well, when YouTube let me go again, me will have the people them for view when me can like sit down and do a video for, you understand, but I will have the audience in place. So you try go and do something, make we see. Make we see what you are made of. Shake your bum bum, shake your bum bum. Let us see what you are made of. Because there are lots of people who say that they want people. It's similar like over TikTok. This is what people are say, oh, them not see nobody come follow them. But when we go over them channel, they only have 3 video. Them only have 3 video. And it said them been there. The last video them post was from 2000 and was from 2022. And them depend they cry as nobody now follow them. Where people are gonna follow you go? Where you do? Where you do for me follow you? Where you say? Where you show me for me follow you? Come I want to see what you do. I want to get nosy in your business. No man no left you. Eh? No woman no thief your money and run we gone. Me want hear about it. Cause me nosy. Me tell you my business. Me want hear you too. You see what I mean? So put up something, make the people them come here and come listen. Some people say, oh, they not speak English good. Tapping nonsense. Talk how you talk. Talk just like how you're not talking an ordinary day to anybody. Don't worry about the people them out there who are say, oh, you not speak English or whatever. That is their problem. While them are worry about your English, you should not make some money. Yeah, don't worry about that. Some people say, oh, my teeth them crooked. Me have crooked teeth to see there. Mama look at 1 year so we're crooked. Me see people with terribly crooked teeth, but them not make that stop them. There are various reasons why people have crooked teeth. You know, some people grow up in areas where they grow up in such socio-economically strapped environment. Dentists, them never see. Them never go a dentist yet. Them teeth are grow crooked all over the place. And a lot of them, their parents did not take out the baby teeth. When we were growing up, one thing my mother was adamant about. When the adult teeth them start coming, sometimes the baby teeth them turn up strong. Take them out. We had very unconventional ways of taking them out. But you take them out and make the adult teeth growing nicely. Yeah, we never have no money for you to go a dentist and all these things, but we going to use chew stick and make sure we teeth them stay healthy. Yeah. Some people that how them have crooked teeth, them can't company. You better try company internet with your crooked teeth because closed mouths don't get fed. So I don't understand why you're not company with you. You don't want nobody to criticize you. They might criticize people who know all people who don't have crooked teeth. Then find something to criticize. So you have to better come live in this world where all of us are, but this world is built for all of us. So you better try come take your place. And I make nobody tell you say no place not there for you. You better go take your seat at the table.
Listen.
Eh.
Mackerel have a channel. I rest my case.
Arrest your case. Come and chat foolishness if foolishness was a person. You understand? And I make money off of the foolishness. And you with your good sense down there talk about you not come because you have crooked teeth. You not come because you don't think you're pretty enough for limelight. You don't think you... Mister, stop your foolishness on me ears here. You better forward up. Forward yourself. Forward out. Okay? And about the nonsense. So if you want to stay back there, so you are your choice. Eh, look much people out here have channels that have hundreds of thousands of followers and people who really follow them and them really make money off of it. And you sit down there talk about you broke. I talk about you broke. And you not come out because you have crooked teeth. And you don't think you're pretty enough for the limelight. See TikTok sick there. TikTok sick have one channel. See TikTok, they have a channel. Nobody not toxic more than him. You see it? And him have a channel out there. I show up himself. TikTok, what's up? How you been? Good to see you, my love. A long time I don't see you, and every time you come, you see me. As soon as you see me, you stay right there, so you watch me a little bit, and then you screech you, we're gone. You think me not see you? Could have what this father. But anyway, lovely people, but don't give on that. But don't drop that. Me open up, pick it up. I'm going to go up off right now. I have been here since how much o'clock this morning. So I go come back later on. Later on, I have some coconut. I go ox. So I go put up the camera out there. So I'm going to wax me go and chop them coconut. I look dull machete. I go and chop me coconut them. That's my next content for the day. Because content is content. Somebody I go watch. Right? And everything I do it per live because me can edit. And me have all these apps, but me I edit this and I edit that and I edit. Me can't edit for save my life. I might like to edit them. When me sit down and waste time I edit sitting. Nobody now come sit down, come watch. Me I edit one whole heap of sitting and sitting. So me now do it. That's how me do it. My channel is a live channel. Yeah. When you come on one live, something live, I am here. Alright people, low key. Low key, bless up yourself. Make sure say your key can fit in your door. But anyway, we are going up off of the live right now, gentle people, and we are going to come back later on in a few minutes. We will come back and go up to coconut there. Until then, my friends, I want to say thanks to everybody, those who came up on the live this morning, Cad and Annalise and Mitchie Boom and Pulatit and all these other people. Desireen, Winsome was here, Andrea was here. I saw some new people. Bokrujera, yes, Bokrujera, we are Jamaicans, and the others who were here. AG was here, Jay Brown was here as well, and others. Thank you all so much for coming. I sincerely appreciate you all. Until next time, my friends, this is Trev from Trevessence, where your journey matters. Have yourselves a great day, everybody, and I'll see you all later. All right, me gone. Card, we talk later. Oh, this not turn off. How am I do with this, people? I don't want to see that call information. I want to be able to turn off the live.